Hey, welcome to the Days of Green. I am Andrew, and we are going to be getting started soon. This is the Days of Green. We're going to be playing our show, the Shade Willow, which is a one-shot by the Dungeon Coach for DC20. So let's go ahead and bring everybody else's voice in. We're going to be doing a little bit of a testing for audio, just to make sure everybody is sounding good. If there's anybody in the chat, just let us know if we're kind of like too much or too crazy, and we will fix it. And if the music is too crazy, then you can blame that on X-Bolt. He is
I claim no responsibility.
That is correct. Cool. How are you guys doing today? Everybody's good?
Yeah.
Doing great.
Cool. Well, thank you for that short answer. Short and simple answer.
Short but sweet.
Short but sweet answer. Thank you for that.
Well, this morning I had a bowl of oatmeal.
Here we go. This is what I was asking for. Come on. Yeah, this is what I wanted.
Did survive an entire week of dealing with middle schoolers that were little gremlins.
Cool. Yeah. Look at that. That's kind of cool.
You might need to bring up your volume a little too.
Yeah, you might need to bring the microphone closer to you because it's
Yeah.
too far. It needs to be a close one.
All right.
So
Is this better?
I have no clue.
Because
We need to get
usually
this
I'm
right.
really good at
tonight because
projection.
we've got our cold brew coffee.
Yeah, everybody has a
here.
cold brew coffee right now.
Is it cold brew or is it ghoul brew?
Yes.
So I can't salute because I'm got the puppet.
Closer.
Oh, okay.
Closer. I'll help you move it closer to you.
It's okay. I'm a
We'll
VA.
shout
I'm
out
used to this. Can you
happy
hear me?
birthday to one of our players.
There we go.
She
Oh yeah.
couldn't be here
Like I say,
tonight,
I'm a
but,
VA. I'm used to
happy
this.
birthday to Katie, who usually plays Twig. So,
We're having a fun birthday without her.
yep, we're having some cheesecake in her honor.
Happy birthday!
Yay. Okay. So, we are going to be playing the Shade Willow, and I'm also eating a cheesecake too. We're going to try to somewhat bring back some food for my players because I want them to keep focused in the game, and food is a way to kind of keep focused within our game somewhat.
Food and cold brew.
But food and
Yes.
cold
If
brew.
our
Food
stomachs are
and
grumbling,
cold brew.
we can't play very
Yeah.
good.
They need to run a long game. So,
All right, we'll say hi to Mini Warlord 68.
Hi, Mini Warlord
Yay.
68.
Hello.
cool. Yeah, we are gonna see how this goes. We watched the Shade Willows for the coaches, and I enjoyed it to a certain point and stuff. I was more curious to kind of see more combat, but it ended pretty quickly, and I was like, oh man. But we're gonna play through. I'm getting ready to run the Shade Willow over at our Comic-Con in our area, and I was curious to kind of run through and try out my own little style of running it. So.
Now that's FanFusion, right? The local
Yep.
Comic-Con?
Yep, FanFusion. Yep.
It's been how long since they changed the name and we still can't?
Hey, this is new to me in concept. I did not know there was a Comic-Con in Phoenix until last year. I mean, the closest thing I've gone to a big comic convention was Anime Arizona, which I strongly recommend that.
All right,
We get started.
we are hopefully all somewhat prepared anyway with our level 3 characters. Everybody's got their subclasses now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Why don't we go ahead and introduce all of our characters and stuff? So I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the camera, and so everybody can see our beautiful
Right
faces.
Hi.
There we go.
Hello.
Yep.
How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully everyone is as caffeinated and sugared as we are.
Yep. I have to. I told them I was like, you guys are gonna be running some epic game, the Shade Willow. Yep.
Yep.
So
Yeah, he told
Gotta
us
keep
that
them going.
we're going to be staying up till after 10 o'clock at night. I don't
What
know if I
is
can
this?
handle it.
yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to run.
Just use Moonbeam and wipe everybody out, and then we're good.
Yes.
Moonbeam, Centobeam, whatever beans.
Cool. We're all looking good. You guys are all looking good on the camera and everything.
Yeah.
Awesome. let's go through our characters.
Perfect.
We're going to make it quick, simple, short, introduce our characters. So we start off over here.
I play Zira. She's a fire genasi hunter, and she has a mission in life to destroy anything and everything that stands in her path. Mostly the drow.
I'm Devotion. I'm a spellblade paladin, and I just try to do what's right.
I don't know.
Keep Zira from destroying everything and anything. Actually, you help destroy things more than I do, I think.
They deserved it.
Everybody deserves. Go ahead.
And I am Casey, and I play Zona, who is a rogue that was, unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond control, turned into a ringtail cat.
Correct.
She says they were out of her control, but we all really know the truth.
I'm not saying anything.
Awesome. Okay, let's go ahead.
Devotion's our strong, silent leader.
Yeah, this is Team Devotion. This is 3 of the 5 members that we have together. We are ready to get into DC20. We're starting here at Shade Willow. We've run a couple games and stuff beforehand, but yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Just to give you guys a heads up.
60% of members is still a majority.
Yes.
I guess. Cool. Let's see if I can do this. I still have a cheesecake in my mouth. Clear it out. Okay. Sabrilla is a modern city built. Okay, so let me go ahead and go through it. You guys are basically traveling in a cart. Okay, you are traveling through the desert violently. Okay, you guys look out your window and you just see a fume of dust behind you, sand and dust. Okay, the way that the wheels on this cart are worked is that they can go through the sand pretty well and keep to the top. And you can hear, as you're getting closer to this city, a lot of buzzing noises and stuff. Okay, you can see little small nits and gnats and stuff of things flying around. And in the distance, you see what appears to be a gigantic tree that shoots out from this city. And it is very beautiful, but you can tell there is something just off with it. And you can see these little insectoid creatures flying all through this tree. Okay, you have gotten word that there is trouble in this city, and you guys have been asked to come and help out. Okay, actually, I should say not you guys, not Team Devotion. Another team actually got asked. You guys accidentally entered into this cart.
We're not even supposed to be here.
Correct. Okay,
Isn't
ready?
that how it generally works?
Here I go.
Hopefully not. We
Here
like to do things on purpose.
Yep. Okay, here I go. And remember, there's plenty of snacks here, guys, and stuff if you need it. 'Cause I'm going to read into a tangent. Sabrilla, a modern city built upon the bones of a crumbled ancient one. It sits in the middle of the desert that stretches beyond the horizon in all directions, brilliant white and sparkles under the oblivious bright sun. Piled high against Sabrilla's thick stone walls by the relentless desert winds, the only refuge for miles in any direction is the great tree, the Shade Willow. At the center of the city, the tree's massive trunk is surrounded on all sides by a large stone basin positioned to catch the water flowing from the natural openings of its banks. The basin guides the water into deep stone storage pools below the city, which are the only water source for Sabrilla, and indeed the only reliable source for many hundreds of miles in any direction. Weeks ago, a black fungus, wet and pungent, started growing at the base of the tree. The fungus, referred to by the tree keepers as the willow blight, was cleared away quickly as possible. But its source was deep within the tree, and it spreads faster than it could be removed. Leaves began to fall in a mass as the life was choked out of the tree, leaving the massive sections of the city exposed to the harsh desert elements. Then the water stopped flowing. With only a few days of water and reserves below the city, panic set in amongst the population. Many banded together in the caravan to cross the desert and search for new refuge. But many still remained. The tree keepers frantically searched for a cure under the rapid withering branches of once mighty Shade Willow. This morning the wards fell. The magical barrier protecting the city that kept the deserts at bay is gone. Like vultures to Koran, nearby creatures sense the now protected oasis, and they are coming. Thanks to the stone walls and those faithful city guards that stayed, Sabrilla remains unbreached. but it's only a matter of time before something bigger takes notice and comes to claim the city and those within, for the relentless appetite of the desert. The majority of the city's strongest protectors have left with the caravan, leaving few to take up their charge. The remainder will attempt to fight off the encroaching desert creatures for as long as possible. And with that, you guys find yourself inside of a cart, riding violently toward this city.
Violently, huh?
Oh yeah, really fast. On your guys' way, as you guys kind of maybe peeked out through the window, you guys were able to see somewhat of these caravans that were coming from the Shade Willow and have broken down. You can see just a violent attack upon them. You have somewhat of a guard around your cart, as though you guys are of somewhat importance and that they need you there. Okay, these other ones are somewhat like rigged together caravans that had tried to cross the desert and had faced the elements. Okay, people that are kind of like a person looks out toward your guys' direction as your caravan whizzes by, looking as though they are calling out for like help or water or something. Okay, and as you guys finally see the grand gates of the town of Sibilia, and the gates quickly open up, you can hear buzzing even louder, and they close behind you. You look out the window and you guys can see these creatures kind of flying all around and buzzing. So you can see people getting picked up and pulled off the ground and straight up into the sky and up into the trees, into the limbs and stuff. It is a violent scene, okay? And with that, the cart comes to a complete stop. Yep, go ahead and roll for an agility, please.
Are we supposed to be here? So there's been an interesting theory that the sand killed someone's son.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, okay. This
In
scoundrel.
distance you hear.
I have no clue. I am not paying attention to the chat because I know chat can go crazy. Cool. Nice. As you, Zira, as the cart comes to a stop, you kind of know what's going to happen, and you just quickly turn, and you are sitting comfortably on the one side of the chair, and now you are sitting comfortably on the other side of the chair, as though you didn't even fall forward.
This is graceful. That's my only natural 20 for the night, guys.
Correct. Congratulations.
So,
Natural 20. What did you roll?
well, 20.
Cool. Let's try that out. Yes. I think we got back. Okay.
Thank you.
I think what I'm
Hang
going
on.
to do is I'm going to stay away from Twitch. Because Twitch is a bad guy.
Oh, the frame rate is too high? That says.
Give me 1
The
second.
current frame rate is too high.
Here we go. Okay, hopefully it's somewhat alright.
Are we getting rid of Twitch?
Yeah, I got rid of Twitch.
Yay! How does it
Congratulations.
look? We're
Hopefully
still
we're
getting
going.
warnings over here.
We have a nice little weather around us, so we'll see
Yeah.
how that is. Plus,
Hey, at least we get the rain and the weather. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it.
It says that the frame rate is too high. Set the frame rate to 30 FPS or less.
that's something that I can do.
Come on, IT department. We'll give you a cookie.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Well, Chris says it looks great, so it looks fantastic.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
and
'cause
then
we're
as long
just
as we
getting
sound awesome,
Good
as long as we're good,
for our
what's it called?
stream status.
Gosh. Okay, here we go. Let me get my stuff together. And you are in the city.
Okay.
Let me just turn myself down.
We were all super cool getting out of the cart.
Yep.
With
Yeah.
our 20 rolls.
I know. That's we all three rolled a nat 20. That never happens.
Like
And that
a
will be
boss.
the only good rolls that we have all night, probably.
You guys are
I
confident
know
as
us.
you guys come stepping out of this carriage. As you guys come stepping out of this carriage, actually, a wasp comes flying through the air and crashes right into it and demolishes it right behind you. You step.
Yeah, we're just like walking with our sunglasses on slow
You
mo,
all,
and the whole
yes,
car's
you
just like.
all take your
explosion.
guys' sunglasses off and throw them.
Oh wait, we lost data again.
That's what?
We lost our data. Oh wait, excellent connection. Okay, wait, we're good.
Don't pay attention to that. Let's just.
Well,
kinda
if
go
we
through
stop streaming, we have to know.
I expect that the chat will let us know if we're failing.
No, it's the stream connection keeps going in and out.
At least we walked out cool.
That's right. Yep. We'll try to play it through. Try not to pay attention to it and stuff. We'll kind of go through it. Because I got a lot to go through. And I don't know if I can handle the crashing.
Yeah, it's definitely having trouble tonight.
Let me double check and stuff. So, what are you guys thinking about the situation? Let's go ahead and go through
Okay,
that.
yeah,
And I'm going
sorry.
to try to reconnect the Wi-Fi real quick. Okay?
All right. So obviously we found ourselves in the middle of a situation that we didn't expect to find ourselves in. That thing just did that thing to our cart, which
It crashed and burned.
yeah, that was a really big bug. I'm not sure how I feel about really big bugs.
Unless if it comes from the sea and lobster, I don't have a good feeling about this thing neither.
Yeah.
I
Well,
wonder how it tastes.
Please don't.
Why not? You're the one who should be interested in eating it.
Just because I eat scorpions when I need to doesn't mean I can eat something that's bigger than me.
That's true.
And besides, we don't know what wasps taste like or been.
Well, I mean, it's a wasp. I'm not too worried about where it's been. But yeah, no, we're talking about how to cook it.
Gosh.
It's
Okay.
Devotion started that one.
But no, we're not eating it. We have more important things to worry about. Like,
where
are we?
Yeah, that's like, where are we? Where are we supposed to go?
As you guys are looking around and stuff and seeing just how the city is and stuff, you see what appears to be a big giant tree just ahead, pathways ahead. You see a lot of people kind of just rummaging and just running through the city. You see, I think a lot of people that have stayed behind, a lot of thieves and scoundrels and stuff type that are kind of pillaging through the houses as much as they can. And then you have, all of a sudden, as you turn, you see a man standing behind you. He seems to be like some kind of high official. And he says, "Greetings, I think you are Team Lucasaur,
No.
if I'm correct." And he pulls up the paperwork and stuff, and he says, "Yeah, Lucasaur. Welcome to welcome to our grand city."
Do you want to tell him or do you want me to tell him?
yes,
Now,
yes,
you're
we are
probably
here.
wondering why I've brought you here.
We were just about to ask the same question, good sir.
He kind of looks down at you and he says, "I was hoping for a little bit more, but well, I
Hey.
guess if you have the ability, your credentials are pretty high in the city of Luskin, so
I may be small, but I'm mighty.
I didn't say," any kind of leans over to you. I didn't say anything about how small you are. I just wasn't sure about your capabilities.
Yeah, there's usually two more of us, but they're on holiday right now, so...
This is a good time to take a holiday. I mean, then all of a sudden, like a lady is screaming in the background as she's holiday, huh? I
Well,
totally understand.
Yeah.
Just
It was a
typical
paid
circumstance.
holiday.
They had every confidence that we could handle this situation on our own. I'm beginning to doubt that confidence now, though.
I am
we just-
starting to doubt.
What exactly do you need us to do?
Well, he looks back at the tree and he says, "I have something important inside that tree, the Shade Willow. All right? And I need you all to go with Felon. He is the groundskeeper. He's like the tree keeper. He's one of the tree keepers that are still around, or still survived. And he believes that he can cure the tree. I doubt his abilities, and I want you all to go in there. I have something of importance, and I will pay you gratefully." And he pulls out 10 gold coins. That is 1,000? 1,000 logs.
It's been so long since we've had to convert to logs.
We're playing by logs. We're not. We're. He pulls out 1,000 logs, and he puts it into your guys' hands each.
Oh.
Now,
Persona.
Devotion. Thank you.
this is the seed of the Shade Willow. I believe that the Shade Willow has found its end, and I need you all to go in there because of your high credentials, your ability to accomplish things. I've heard of the great adventures of Lucasaurus, of how you've crossed great perils to be here.
Well,
Definitely did cross great perils to be here.
Yeah, definitely.
You, Samantha, are well known all around the world.
Yes, it is I, Samantha.
Why am I picturing Olaf?
Actually, I'm Samantha. You'll have to excuse my comrade. He had a tad bit hit in the head after the last mission, so
I see. I apologize.
No need. Circumstances beyond our control led us there.
Samantha.
Yeah.
You were saying? I'm Samantha.
May I ask then, who is the team leader? I need to get everything organized so that we can move on along with this. We don't have a lot of time. Samantha, are you the team leader?
That's the only name
Tell
we
me
know.
something of your grandeur, Samantha.
We
I've
don't
heard
know
a lot of
his
tales,
name.
but can you please tell me just a bit of something that maybe I haven't heard before? As we have just not a lot of time all of a sudden.
I think it's best that we get on track. Since we are 2 party members short, we
I see.
want to have that extra time to fully prepare for whatever is before us.
Yes, thank you, because I'm personally working on my humility, and my compadre is making sure that we don't get wrapped up by pride. So I would love to tell the story another day after the mission.
Lady comes screaming out of her house and stuff as this big giant like wasp thing comes flying around. All right then.
Like, we're just ignoring everything. I'm like, should we,
I'll lead you over to.
How far away is the bug chasing the lady?
It is probably about. We'll do 20 spaces away.
Shing, bonk.
Can't
I'll
throw
go
my sword
ahead.
that far.
I can shoot an arrow.
Because of the 20 roll that you guys rolled getting out of the thing, I allow you to just pull the arrow and just fire it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Like, I'm not even looking. I'm just, like, still talking to the guy. Like, shoot it.
And I got my crossbow, too.
I will lead you over to Fallon. I warn you, I will leave you with him. He will encourage you to go and collect some things for an antidote. But I've given him plenty of time, and he has run out of his time to get together his antidote. Try to encourage him to continue on the mission, and that there might be a possibility to get into that and save the tree. But remember, your true mission is to get the seed and bring it back to me.
Okay.
With that, we will then depart from here. I have bigger plans for the Shade Willows.
Sounds good.
He reaches his hand out to you, Zira.
My name is also Samantha.
This confuses me a lot. I believe that there was other members, and he kind of pulls out the paper and stuff, and he says,
Shh. I just put my hand on it. Don't worry about what the media says. We know what we're doing.
We are trained professionals.
Samantha's, shall we?
before you guys go, let's go ahead. And so you guys did a couple things in there. We're going to go ahead and introduce the, I forget what it was called, the group. It's basically when you encounter somebody, skill challenge. My mind is blanking. My mind usually blanks when I do my game sometimes. But it's basically when you're communicating with somebody and stuff, this is a skill challenge. So you guys had done things and stuff, so let's go ahead and start off. So you shot that arrow, correct? So let's go ahead and just do an attack roll. Skill challenge for that.
I thought you gave me for the net 20.
I gave it to you and stuff, but I think following after. Let's see how well you do. So basically, the DC is going to be low. I think he's impressed enough, so it'll be a 10 that you guys have to beat. And 3 successes.
Okay.
Okay? So, with that, you guys will be able to gain something.
14.
14, that is 1 success, okay? What do you said you're attacking, correct?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that arrow flies straight through it. It kind of goes down quickly. The lady pauses and looks back at you, okay? You can tell as you look back at him, he is impressed by your focus. Okay. What are you doing, Sir Samantha?
Any other bugs nearby?
There is the one that she had just killed, and it is crawling over toward you guys, trying to like scratch at you with his pincer or whatever, his claw.
I throw my sword at it.
You throw your sword at it?
Yeah, remember I have.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have a throwing sword that comes back to you. Okay, I'm like confused. Okay. What did you roll for that? So was that an attack?
Yeah, that's a 19.
A 19. Roll with a disadvantage because she already attacked.
Okay.
Also 19.
Gosh, you guys have some high rolls, man. I think you guys have like rigged dice. Okay, cool. That's 3 successes all right there, I believe.
The cat is bussing me today.
That's 3 successes already. Okay, let's go on that as well. What are you doing? You just go ahead and talk about it first.
Oh yeah, so it's the bug falling down now after the sword was
He
thrown.
throws the sword and it just pierces right into its head and stuff, and the thing kind of like shoots out whatever colored intestine stuff or whatever color blood that it has in it, and the sword just quickly just flies back to his hand.
So
and
I
catches
can't
it.
I'm going to
resist the urge
then
to eat
do
it.
the heroic jump on devotion and do a heroic leap for effect.
You're using
Like they're-
acrobatics, I'm assuming.
What?
What skill are you using?
I am using heroic leap.
What skill are you using?
Oh, I am
So
using.
this is a skill challenge, so it's just skills. You have
Right.
abilities that you use in the combat, but this is a skill.
It's probably going to be either acrobatics or athletics.
It's acrobatics, yeah.
Acrobatics? Okay, what's the total
13
on that?
plus 5. 13 plus 5, so 18.
18. Okay, you guys were like enough successful. He then
Just wiping out this one poor bug.
yeah.
Three
Like
guys went,
jump on devotion.
die, die, die. And you start eating it, right? Just straight raw.
Yep. Gosh.
It looks like a scorpion now.
He says, it wasn't really
Sorry.
necessary, but you probably will need some health potion. You gotta hand each one of you guys a health potion. Okay.
Ooh.
So that is 2 HP for those health potions. Okay. Let me see if I can pull up a fella by the name of Felon. So he walks you guys through the city, and he's bringing you over a little bit of Felon. You know what? Actually, I did it right here. I try not to utilize my like map stuff or my computer stuff too much. I try to just play it, but I like to have people that you guys can see. Nah, forget it. Cool. You guys make it over to Felon and stuff. You go to a room, a house actually, I should say. He knocks at the door and he says, "With that, I will leave you here. Meet me at the gates of the city when you are completed. Understand?"
You got it.
Perfect. With that, toward the door, and he says, I'm coming. And he kind of races over to the door and he pops it open. And he says, perfect. I have all my coming with me to the Shade Willow, correct?
Yeah.
Are we like
You're
jumping?
certain about
Yeah,
that?
well, we just lost this. Oh, wait, it keeps going on and off. It's saying the bit rate's low. Sorry.
Gotcha.
Goes in the monitor there too.
Yeah. Oh, we like lost it and then it came back and then oh, no data.
We're like going.
It's because we're actually trying to do a live stream again. with
I
all of us.
know. I know. We're trying.
Yeah.
We are trying.
It's got to be the weather, right?
It has to be.
I think I have my Ethernet cable plugged in. Well, let me try to plug it in one time. Anything?
It's moving.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's saying that the frame rate is too high again. I don't know
The
why.
frame rate is too high.
It keeps saying the frame rate's too high, which I'm like, I've never seen this warning before. It's weird.
Frame rate. Let me see. I have to remember how to like change up the frame rate on this thing. I'd have to
Settings?
stop the settings. Program default. Blah, blah, blah. Let's try to. Give us 1 second as we try to figure this out real quick so that we don't have to have any more problems. CBR key frame rates.
Now I want to ask you all, chat, how's your week?
Good.
Anybody who's watching, how's everybody doing? Everybody having a good Holy Week, getting ready for Easter?
And by the way, happy belated Passover to anyone who celebrates it or acknowledges it.
Should I stop the stream and then try to do it again? And then, because I got to go in the settings on that.
No.
He said nope.
I think we should be okay. now.
Okay, we can try it out and see how we're looking on this.
Yeah, I think it's better.
Okay, because I switched up our Wi-Fi usage stuff to our 5G. Okay, cool.
Okay. Yeah, I think. I mean, it seems like we're not freezing anymore.
Hopefully not. I'm hoping we get a good record and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
No.
It's good to have those for backup, really.
yeah. Probably should be recording it too.
No, you're not recording it. Okay, yeah. Let's just keep going.
Okay.
It is what it is right now.
Yep.
So sorry, everyone.
If not, I'll just run this all again with all my other players. Well, I don't know if I can handle it with all my players.
We really demolished that poor bug.
Yeah, you would have demolished that bug.
Twig would have eaten it.
Yeah. Cool.
How come they're not on? Okay, we have excellent stream status now.
Okay.
Hopefully. Excellent
so.
connection.
Excellent
Okay.
connection.
Yes. We are at excellent again, so hopefully we'll stay at excellent for the rest of our time. The joys of technology. Yeah, whenever we get like any type of rain out here, our Wi-Fi just is not happy with it.
I
So
think everybody else has the same issue.
yeah, and unfortunately, I mean, we've had it went from record high temperatures last week to below average temperatures today, and rain and wind, and it's actually quite pleasant outside, but yeah.
But
But
Car
pretty-
said it was 51 when I was driving in.
Yeah, but feels like 36. That's what,
Pretty much felt like a bipolar month.
yeah. Arizona spring, everybody. It was over 100 degrees last weekend.
Yes.
It's been over 100 degrees for about over 200 days straight.
Yeah, that was the summer. Oof.
So now that we are doing, sorry to cut in, guys.
Yes.
So now that
hit the thing.
I'm trying. I have this thing right here that kind of like tell people to shush.
Free
I
focus.
like it.
We're here to spread democracy to these bugs.
Cool. Let me change up the.
Is that what you named your sword?
Big Bug is watching.
It's about time you get some democracy in your life, bug.
Big Bug is watching.
Yeah.
You should name it something like
Jeez.
that.
Democracy.
It's like we should use democracy.
I feel like that
Yes,
would be
we should use
very.
democracy. And everybody's like, what? And you're just like, and draw this huge great sword.
You heard it here
Democracy.
first, folks. This is now canon.
Yeah. You guys are too much. I'm sorry. Let me just.
That would be so beautiful.
Cool.
Somebody clip that.
Okay. He then tells you guys. Hopefully this is not too blasted. He says, Felon says to you,
All right then, I think he got you guys all together so that we can collect ingredients for the to heal the tree, a salve to cure the tree. So I have a couple of locations that I have need
We're
for you to go.
supposed to just be collecting the seed. Do you really think that you can cure this tree?
and he says to you,
What do you mean? That's not what Salaman told me. He said that you will be here, you'll come and you'll help me, and whatever I need, and then we'll go and we'll fix the things and get things right again.
That's what he said that you were going to say, but he said not to listen to you and just get the seed. And
gosh, you're really like.
I'm just repeating what I was told.
Well, I know stuff about nature, so do I know anything about this type of tree? With a 4?
4, yes, you do.
It's a big party tree
Yeah,
that
it's a tree.
is dead.
And then he kind of walks over to the window and he says,
But the Shade Willow, he doesn't believe in what we're doing. He hasn't. I've spent years in my life devoted to the Shade Willow. It is important that we save it. You have to understand this, please.
Listen, I'm well versed in herbalism, so if we can help you cure the tree on our way in, I am more than happy to. But our main mission given to us was to collect a seed. So, do you think that you can find the ingredients that are necessary for this healing salve on our way in?
There's a couple places that I need you all to go. I think we can get it done before then, please.
But before we go, dear sir, I have one question. And I'm going to roll for awareness.
Where's the
A
bathroom?
5. What now? Why is this tree so important?
And he looks and he says, "This is important not only to me, but to the city. The city was founded on that tree.
Oh,
It has so much life to it. If you could only understand, you weird little creature."
Shh, don't call her weird. She's very sensitive to
this weird little creature can do a better job if a little more elaboration is put on, Mr. Whoever you are.
Please, I beg of you, little creature.
that. I'm just like,
Ring tail.
I haven't seen something like you before, but all I need is honey. I need honey from the wasp. I need holy water. I don't know if there's any left since the water shortage. And I need some blightweed from the thieves' guild. If you guys can collect that for me, please.
So,
you can get the
recap.
Blightweed.
Wasp honey, holy water. What are the final two?
Blightweed from the Thieves Guild.
Mhm. This is
That's
basically
honey,
some things and stuff, ingredients that
Thanks,
was
Samantha.
probably taken from the tree originally a long time ago, and it is right up and it's very important and stuff, and it's very hard to come by because just after the tree has changed over, it no longer produces this kind of weed and stuff. So, and the thieves, he knows that the thieves kind of sell those kinds of things. Okay, so this is going to be a skill challenge. This is going to be a exploration skill challenge. Okay, so it's going to be a DC of 12 with the success of 3. Okay, so we're going to see how you guys do in this. Okay, so you guys can either do one thing all together, or you can just split up. If you can do this, I can meet you at the tree, and we'll go right in it, and we'll go right to whatever you feel like you need to do. But please understand that I will do everything I can to save the tree.
We understand.
You got it.
I'll leave it up to your team, Libra. What do you think? Samantha, right? You are Team Lucasaur?
That we are.
Oh, you must
got
be
this.
Samantha.
Oh, we're all Samantha.
We're all Samanthas. We just have initials. I am Samantha Z.
Samantha C. Okay, and you? I didn't get your names.
Samantha D.
Samantha D.
And I'm Zero Samantha. Samantha's
that's-
actually my middle name.
Samantha is your middle name. Okay. So
Thank
you go
you.
by Samantha now?
No. I go by Zero, but everybody calls me Samantha because they think it's funny. I hate that name.
Because that's how we
Team
are all.
Lucasaur, full of the Samanthas.
Because
an
that's how we
encouragement.
connect and bound. Even though some of us are named in the wrong manner. Looks at devotion.
Well, his name is actually Samuel, but everybody calls him Samantha because they think it's funny. She's the only one who's actually named Samantha. And then there's Lucasaur, which how the heck did he get to keep his name? But he's not here with us. He's on holiday.
Paid holiday.
All right. It'll be grand. Let the name Samantha spread across the city of who has saved the Shade Willow.
Okay, anyway. I think we can handle this. I can get the honey.
I'll go get the weeds.
I guess I'll get holy water.
really
Felon
not
puts his
paladin.
hand in the middle and stuff.
All right, then.
Yeah, I don't do that.
He pulls his hand back.
I'm already like out the door. I'm just like, I'm doing what I'm doing. Bye.
Okay. And with that, let's go ahead and start off with you if you're ready to go.
I am
So we're doing skill challenges and stuff. You're going after the what?
the honey.
The honey. Cool. These wasps are blooming all around and stuff. Okay. You can see what appears to be a house, and built upon it and stuff is somewhat of a small, I shouldn't say smaller hive, but a gigantic hive that has kind of been nested into it and stuff. Okay. These things are buzzing violently and stuff and attacking the people. There are guards that are trying to kind of like push and fight at these things. Okay.
Well, it's a good thing I've got fire.
Oh yeah. Let's see what you got then. What is it?
I'm gonna do survival.
Survival. Gotcha. Cool. You charge into it.
Non-natural 21.
Non-natural 21. Jeez. Oof. Ah, gosh. Yeah, you guys are going to be like successing it up.
I now have a flame cantrip, so I can actually use my fire genasi abilities. Not just
with
once.
that, the wasp becomes slowly crashes to the ground, and it raises its arm, its mandibles up at you and stuff, and hissing. And then you just then put your hand up against it, and then a flume of fire and just incinerates it, and it slowly starts to kind of just break into little pieces and kind of foam to the ground. Okay, and with that you just charge straight in, and these wasps are just zooming around and everything, and the guards are fighting them, and you just charge and you bust into there and stuff. You reach your hand right into the hive and just crash into it, pull
I know
out
exactly
you're
where to
gonna
find
get
it.
a nice
Yeah.
chunk of honey all over your hands. Cool. What is that? So let's see, if the DC of 12, that's 21. I've been getting better at my math because I got back to work and I use a lot of math, or basic math. So that's going to be a success plus a 1, I believe.
Yeah, so 2
Yep,
successes.
because you're just a little short than 2. So 2 successes already, and we just need 1 more success. What about who's ready?
I am.
Cool. What are you going after?
I am going after the weeds, which I had to locate the
Yes,
thieves
you are
guild.
a rogue.
Yes. I was gonna say.
And she was a former member of the Thieves Guild.
Yeah, she
so
was a
knows
former
how
member
Thieves
of the
Guild
Sea Guild.
work.
What
So-
skill are you using?
I am going to use stealth as an advantage,
Yes.
knowing that I'm still recognizable by within the Thieves Guild, because
This
we're a
is
wide
different
record.
city, though.
Oh,
This
different
is a whole
city,
different
but,
city. Yes.
Yeah.
but rumors spread.
Yes, there's only so many ringtail cats.
So
Yes.
I am going to roll for a stealth.
Gotcha.
A 10, 15.
With a 15, nice. You are successful. Okay. You are running along the path and stuff, climbing up the walls and running over the roofs, till finally you see what appears to be the remains of a thieves guild. You know that this is the entrance to the thieves guild. Okay. There's a fella sitting outside. Okay. He kind of then looks around, and you just go right behind him, and you sneak your way in. Okay. You can hear the thieves kind of collecting all their stuff. They have bags over their shoulders and stuff. And one of them there is fighting each other, and you sneak over and you're able to kind of pull through their bag, or pull into their bag. You are inside of their bag right now and going through it. Oh, I think something's moving in your bag. Really? I didn't think I caught anything. That was a There you find the blightweed. Okay. He drops the bag onto the floor, and then all of a sudden your head pops out. Oh,
It's a raccoon.
I think I recognize this creature. Zona? And with that, you fly away, climb out, and run past them and stuff. That was my blindweed. Come back here, you! And you race out of there and stuff.
And then I look back and be like,
Stupid raccoon! Cool. And last but not least, so that is 1 success, I would assume.
Samantha.
That's all the successes you guys need.
Okay, cool.
But let's see how Samantha D does.
And so I head to the local temple for holy water.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna use religion to ask nicely for it.
All right.
With a critical 1.
Greetings, brother. Have you come to pray?
Hey, yo, what up? You got any holy water in here?
What the heck is this? Where did this come from? Here I am trying to play you, and you're playing me. God.
That's a natural 1.
Bring your voice down, please, in this holy temple. It's not right for
It needs
man
a
of the cloth
democracy.
to be yelling through the chambers.
Oh,
Please.
sorry about that.
We must pray for what is going on in this circumstance. Bow your head. How are you feeling?
I don't know. I need some holy water.
I'm all out. I got thirsty, so I drank it.
Blasphemy!
I am the only one here. I'm the only one left. But I'm glad to have a friend who joined me. Please stay here. We can start to set up the...
He's not a paladin. Well, I guess you are kind of, huh?
Yeah, I took the paladin subclass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Just
balance
kidding.
glass.
So can you make some?
I mean, I can try, I guess. And with that, you spend a good amount of time making holy water with him and stuff. You spend the whole day kind of trying to figure out what would be a good substitute for water because they don't have any.
Just likes to
He
crying
opens
into
up.
a cup.
Yes, you guys spend the. He tells you about his life to try to get you to cry, and then you try to tell him about your life to try to get him to cry. None of you guys cry, so you guys work out. You guys spend the time working out, try to sweat. With that, you've gotten a dime of and he blesses it. He says, "All right then, well, this should do. Good luck to you."
Thank you so much.
You all have reached the tree except for Samantha D.
And we're just like, what the heck is taking him so long? Like,
Yeah,
he
it
had
is
the
now.
easiest
It is now
task.
nighttime. The
Why
day
didn't
has
he
passed.
just use his canteen? Just
The
full
day
of
has
water.
passed, and you guys have made it made it to the tree. Felon is kind of like, "I'm growing tired of waiting for your friend Samantha D. Can we just go in already?"
You're the one who said we needed these ingredients.
Well, I already had the holy water.
Excuse
I
me?
just wasn't sure if maybe we might have needed extra just in case.
Excuse
Everything
me.
else I was missing.
What?
As you
can
come
go
around
to-
the corner and you can see your friends.
Your hard
Samantha D.
one. Flask of water.
I got it, guys.
You're like super dehydrated.
Your eyes are red. You have a lot of sweating shirt.
What happened to you?
I got it, you guys.
You already had it. This guy.
I already
just
had
made
I already
you-
had some. I just wasn't sure if I wanted to save it, just in case I wanted to drink it. Didn't want to have to eat it. But I mean, this is useful. And he smells like, ooh. Well,
I stare at him. 22 for intimidation.
what are you doing this for? So you guys
He's
have a sword?
thirsty.
With that, you two will both get. It is basically a salve for a cure for this thing. Okay, he hands you these potions he has mixed
Treats
with
you.
what you guys had. Okay, cure for this thing. Cool. Let's do this. Printed all the sheets, but I shouldn't have printed out all the sheets. I just need one sheet. Hope you guys are enjoying. We are trying our best to go through this one-shot Shade Willow.
I think this is one of the first times that you've actually done like a pre-done one shot.
Yeah, I have
Most of them
never.
are
I
yours,
am
yeah.
not really good at running like these modules or
Yeah,
these
other
kind of like what's called and
people's,
stuff.
yeah.
I don't like to kind of read through it. I like to kind of just let whatever come. And I usually try to read through the monster sheets to try to understand how they work and just play them and stuff. But yeah, I like the story to a point and stuff. But I also like to add a little bit more to kind of give it a good punch. So cool. You guys go up to the. Good. Everybody's phone's plugged in.
Well,
Zona?
mine's have been on the up and
Zona.
down hotline. It's
Uh,
literally been on the hotline.
We have a player here that just uses up all our power and always is every single time. It's like she
This
comes
is
with
why
her
we have
phone almost
streaming
dead.
issues. Actually, she's at like 74%.
74%. Jeez.
So I'm getting.
Cool. Phelan takes the charge.
I bring the snacks as tribute. And Mexican soda.
Let's go ahead and cut it over toward. Let me see if I can do this. Shade Willow way. Cool. Let me see if you guys can see that. Awesome. Phelan leads the way. I want to get Phelan up in here. Give him a little person at least, hopefully, if I can. Man. Let's make him man, I guess.
Oh, he has a top hat?
Yes, he has always had a top hat. You just never realized that. You've never looked up. Okay. Cool.
I mean, it makes sense. He's the keeper of the trees. So,
Let
yeah.
me lead the way. I've been here many times.
Where do we find the seeds of the tree? Just out of
It's
curiosity.
at the base. It is very. I think it's like at the lower parts and stuff of the tree. Mainly where like the main roots are, is where the full life is and stuff. Okay.
Don't seeds usually grow at the top of fruits?
This is not a normal tree.
It's a shade willow.
Sam D, I would recommend, because you are obviously not the intelligent one of the group, but just kind of keep your questions simple. I am the groundskeeper to the tree, and I know a lot, and I can teach you a lot. But yeah, just leave the questions to the smarter group. Samantha D. I'm sorry.
Hey, he doesn't have to be smart. He's got to stare.
He said that because he didn't like you staring at him intimidatingly earlier about that. Stop that. You're going to scare our audience members away. Okay,
I
don't
just
do
watched
that
Chris
to them.
run for the hills.
Stare contest.
See if I can get us a little bit better view.
Alright.
Yep.
Okay, so we are following him.
Okay. Yep. You guys enter into the Shade Willow, and you guys are somewhat comfortable as you guys are following behind Phelan. And as this, all of a sudden, the tree kind of just forms and cracks open. And then, as though it's kind of strange that it is welcoming you in and stuff, okay? As you guys are walking into this thing, just on the outside, you can see a lot of the grass is kind of withered and curled. You also can see what appears to be these strange, like, flowers that are all around and are protruded out. They're pretty big sized, and they are very kind of like rose dead looking. Okay. As you guys enter into this, and as he walks in, he looks around. It is dark ahead of you guys, okay? I'll probably say about 5 to 6 spaces. And he walks in and he says, it's interesting.
What's interesting?
It appears things have changed.
In what way? Don't be cryptic.
I don't recall this chambers is usually an open, vast opening, but it looks like the Shade Willow has grown in a strange manner. You guys can see a lot of the roots are kind of like old, dark and stuff, and just very strange growth, okay? And a lot of these similar little like dead roses and stuff are kind of just sticking out of the ground all throughout this chamber, okay? Okay, what are you guys thinking?
Yeah, I'm going to make a nature roll and kind of examine the strange growth more closely.
Yeah.
Let's say 15.
With a 15, you walk over and you can see just to the distance there is some like a creature to the far path. So this is kind of like a path that goes and swirls around, and then there appears to be like some kind of end to this path, and a lot of roots just kind of turning and stuff. But you can see like a black kind of ooze that's like kind of dripping on it. And then you also can tell what appears to be some kind of a nest that sits far, far to the corner, okay, of this chamber, probably about maybe 200 feet away from you. Okay. This music is like throwing me off completely.
Can I do like an awareness check just for the general area?
Yes.
Or do like, would it be an awareness like investigation?
It would be an investigation, probably. As you guys move into this chamber and stuff, all of a sudden, the back way that you guys came kind of closes up. Okay?
17.
With a 17 for investigation, you can tell that these things that are kind of looking at you, they're moving around and stuff, and you can see the petals on them are kind of breaking apart and stuff. Okay, a little bit. Okay.
This is really creepy. Thalen, can you like tell us a little bit about maybe some of this flora?
I haven't seen this. Yes, I can tell you about these floors. These things are very dangerous. Don't get too close to them. They have made it very difficult for us to kind of venture into and try to help the Shade Willow.
What do they do?
They are very violent. Let's just say that.
I'm sure they can be reasoned with.
They're flowers.
Flowers have feelings too.
Let me go ahead and do and there we go. If I can get it up in there. Awesome. You guys can see a couple of these things and stuff that are on the pathway as you guys are going farther and farther into this thing, okay? You guys are trying to keep your guys' distance, but as you guys start to step through the area, he then tells you, he says, and then he pauses and he says, the roots, damn it, the roots. And he kind of steps back. Okay.
What about the roots?
And he then whispers to you, he says, let's go ahead, and you guys did such a good job of rolling for your awareness or your investigation. I'm going to allow you guys to have an action before we go into initiative. And he says, the roots are a trap. And with that, you can look down on the ground and stuff, and you can see a lot of these, I'm losing words, vines all along the ground here. And you can see them slowly kind of every so often like sliding and moving. And then when they kind of, you guys are stepping closer, they kind of grow in your guys' direction a little bit. Okay. I say we move a little bit. Move very carefully.
Can I do a fire attack?
I will go ahead and allow you to do one attack. As you Devotion or Samantha D, you notice what appears to be like a weird creature and stuff kind of jumping around and moving in the distance. Okay, it looks a very fiend-esque kind of creature that kind of vanishes and appears, and then it looks like it's getting closer and closer to where you guys are at. Okay, that's what you see, Samantha D. Okay. Yes, you can use your fire. I'll allow you to do an attack. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
So I'm giving her what's called, and then we're gonna go ahead and roll for initiative.
10.
A 10. Okay. Let me double check on these guys. Ooh. A 10 is going to be a miss as you blast out the fire. Oh no, that's a hit actually.
Okay.
That's gonna be a base hit. How much damage on me?
It's 2 fire damage.
Okay.
And then can you do a physical save on burning for
Yep,
me?
I'm gonna go ahead and put you right over here, and then you're gonna fire at this one and stuff. As this thing kind of like heads kind of scrolls to you, and then you can see its mouth kind of open up, and you can see what appears to be jagged teeth and a tentacly tongue that sticks out. Okay.
Oh, I was going for the roots.
The roots, and then you reach down for the roots, and then you just boom it. Okay. I have to do a save, correct?
Yeah. Physical save.
Let me pull out my dice for that. So my physical save is going to be a 3 plus 1, 4.
So
Nope.
you're burning now.
Oh, nice. Good job.
I really like this cantrip.
Yeah. This is going to be fun.
It's like, oh, you can use it as an attack, or you can use it for light, and you can boost it up and, like, yeah, cause extra damage.
Okay, fire blazes and stuff, and it burns. I'm going to say it burns all of it, up to, we'll go ahead and put down a marker, and we'll put it down to like this point right here, okay? And with that, let me get back onto mine. The one that was right next to it, it kind of hisses and the fire kind of collects onto it, and then its mouth opens up and it snatches at you. It's tries to bite at you, and then its body withers and it falls into the ground and it dies. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and roll for initiative. So we have a DC for these creatures. I'm gonna keep it really simple. You guys have to beat a 9. We'll do a DC of 9. These are very minor kind of creatures. So a majority of you guys have to beat it. So I'm gonna say 2 out of 3.
Okay.
Okay, for initiative. Now that's going to be your guys'. I'm going to say I think attack bonus is what our attack is what they're using now.
Not the prime.
We can use prime if you want to use prime.
Well, no, I'm fine with the attack bonus.
Yeah, let's do attack bonus.
12.
Cool.
So we're adding attack bonus to initiative.
Yes.
Okay,
Just the attack bonus.
So that's a 25.
Is it 25?
2.
2.
Well, what's your attack bonus?
Hers is probably what, like a 5, 4?
Hold on.
It's gonna be
A 7.
Okay, all total is 7. You said a 25, sir.
Yeah.
And what did you say, sir?
12.
12. Cool. You have 2 successes. You guys are able to go first, okay? I'm going to go ahead and do a timer, okay? You guys got 30 seconds to figure out who wants to go first, okay, before it's time to go, okay?
Okay. Do you want me to just keep going burning things?
Yeah, I mean, both of us have fire magic.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
And I'm the only one who basically has claws and just little knives, so
Yeah.
yeah, maybe you just stand by on this one.
Okay. So do you want to go first then? You want me to
Sure.
Okay,
Your
cool.
time is up. Let's do it. Devotion goes, Samantha D goes first.
Alright. So I'm going to cast Firebolt.
Cool. I'm going to say that you step forward. I'm going to put you guys all up in the same area. Felon steps back. He's just, this is a little bit too much for me. It's getting a little toasty in here.
That's
This
a,
is how we handle weeds at home.
That's a non-nat 25.
Non-nat 25. God, you guys are going to clear through these things easily. Let me just go ahead and delete this guy.
We're just really staying like side to side.
What's the range on that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
It's 10.
It's a
Right.
range of 10 spaces.
10 spaces. Okay, cool. Let's see. You said what was it?
25.
25. Okay, so that is going to be a brutal hit.
Yeah, so that's
So let's go ahead and start with the base.
2 base damage.
Okay. And then
So plus
2 for the
brutal hit.
brutal hit.
So
So that's 4. How you feeling, Zoe?
Increase damage.
Do-
Burn them all.
I can burn additional. What's it called? Do you need any?
Nope, I'm good.
Oh yeah, that's the action point enhancement. Yeah, I can do that. So yeah, action point enhancement to deal 1 extra fire damage.
So you're gonna do 1 extra fire damage. Is it a single target?
It says you can make a spell check against the PD of a target.
Correct.
Range.
Okay. You step past zone 0, Samantha, and you just I don't know how your magic works. Could you maybe explain to me a little bit?
I channel my divine energy and then shoot a gout of flame out of my hand.
Okay, cool. All of a sudden, fires just whipped around your fingers and stuff, and until it kind of just like shoots out like a flamethrower and stuff, and it just. And with that, all of a sudden, this thing just dies instantly. That was way too easily. Cool. That was your turn, right?
So that was 2 action points.
Oh, that was 2 action points. Okay. This is the great thing about DC20, guys. It makes you feel like you're that was just 1 action. Now I'm doing 2.
Wow, that escalated quickly.
I know.
Like I said, this is how we take care of weeds
This is
at
how
home.
this is how they tease me. in the game. How powerful they are.
We did put a whole bunch of dried flower creatures up against 2 flamethrowers.
I realized this when I was running Shade Willow. I was like, these guys are gonna burn everything, and I cannot do anything about it. But because we're running this,
And meanwhile, Zona's just sitting and watching, like,
like
watching.
yes. You like have a little marshmallow on a stick. Yeah.
Back down with
Oh,
Dallin.
I mean, I should actually be reading my things to see what I'm gonna attack you guys back with.
By the way, Chad, do you like burnt marshmallows or regular brown marshmallows?
Let's see.
There's nobody on the chat.
Mhm.
Okay, commenters.
Mhm.
Where'd Chris go?
Let's fell
That
asleep.
guy. Okay, so I'm going to see if I throw my sword at the other one. Does that count as a martial attack?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you're doing a ranged attack. It's not a It's a ranged attack. You're throwing the sword. Yeah, you're doing a ranged attack, so it's not a martial. Because martial is what, like a close-up hand? Correct?
I thought Marshall was anything. Or,
Anything that's so you have a spellcasting and you have martial. Yeah, so yeah, that would probably fall under that then.
I mean, it's not going to be considered a spell.
Yep, correct.
Yeah, so I'm going to use spell strike to throw my sword, and use spell strike to cast firebolt through it.
So you're throwing your sword. Which one are you throwing it at?
I guess the one on the left there.
Zoom out a little bit. The left.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. The blade goes flying and stuff. Let's go ahead and roll for that attack, and let's hear the damage on it.
That's a non-nat 25.
Gosh, that's a brutal hit again.
Yeah, so that's
Yes, cat dice. Yes.
1 damage from the sword, and then
That's what I am.
2 damage from the fire.
Ooh, gosh. Yep. Your hands just blast the one, and it falls to pieces. And then you swing your sword, and it flies straight at this other one, and it is dead as well. There is only one left. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's all of me.
Cool. And then let's go ahead and there we go.
Is that the little feature thingy?
Cool. Let's see, make sure I got that on the view. Cool. That's it for you said?
Yeah.
You get to go.
Yay! Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All of a sudden, in front of you guys, where you guys see the last one at, you can see something kind of moving around and stuff. Okay. Phelan says, "Oh, it's a wisp! It's a wisp!" And then it disappears, and then it reappears right in front of Zira. Okay?
Yeah.
And then it
Reaction.
is going to magic. Some features. Slug. 15. I'm gonna go ahead and just attack you with my attack. Cool. That's gonna be an 18 plus 4, so that's 22. All of a sudden, this sludge just starts fuming from it, and it starts going, and it sludges toward you. Okay, so that is a 22 against your. It would be point defense. I can't remember what the new ones were.
I didn't get to watch that. So
I watched it, but I
it's
just like totally forgot about it.
Would it
We have new
be
defenses and stuff, so it's basically
active
either
or passive?
active or
probably?
passive. Yeah, active.
Okay.
We're gonna put it under active.
Yeah. I just need to use this sheet because this one's actually updated. 22 you said?
Yes, correct.
So that's a heavy hit.
It's a heavy hit. Yes, so that is going to go ahead and do 1 damage to you. You said heavy?
Yeah, so 2.
So that's 2 damage to you. Correct. And then you're going to go ahead and let's do. You cannot regain health until the end of your next turn. Okay?
Okay.
And then make an agility save, please.
19.
19. All of a sudden, this sludge kind of makes you feel very sick, and your body kind of like goes straight to the ground, and it tries to pull you to try to like hold you, but you kind of break free of it. Okay. Cool. Good job on that save. It is going to go over toward who's next.
I guess I am. Even though I am on the side. Sorry. Even though I'm on the sidelines, I want to. Seeing that Zira is in a peculiar situation.
Got goo on me.
Yep, she's covered in just a dark, yucky,
Yep, so.
whatever fungus.
Sticky. Ew, fungus. It's a fungus.
I do have like some I don't know if this would work, but I do have some herbs right in my pack in the back that could resent against the slime. Could that work?
You have what? Sorry.
Some herbs.
Herbs. What kind of herbs?
I just wrote like herb spice that was in the. I remember.
I don't think that's gonna do much of anything.
No, so.
Play your attacks. Play your character.
All right. So I hop down and I go over to Zira. Kind of a sticky situation you got there, Samantha.
You don't say.
This thing is like bubbles. Are
You
just
probably
coming out
want
of
to
its
just stand right there.
I think I'm gonna roll for, since it's a creature, I'm going to try to speak animal to it.
head. Yep.
So I'm going to roll for it.
Okay.
18.
Ooh, gosh.
So that's gonna be an action point to move
Yeah.
and an action to do animal.
Cool.
Yeah.
With your animal, you're able to. You said 18.
Yep.
Did you count your bonuses too?
Yep. I counted them because I rolled a 14 and I have 4.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna have to move my camera because I gotta see what Taunted does. Because you were successful by a good amount.
Oh, I could have told you.
What is Taunted? I don't think my kids moved around my sheets. I have like a cheat sheet and stuff for all of the things and stuff, and let me see if I have it somewhere. Oh yeah,
I can do it right here.
Taunted. Okay, those are. I would love to hear your opinion. So we are trying out the M&M's cold brew, caramel cold brew,
Ooh.
and I'm not too sure. I had one and I was like, nah, no, just
Let
give me
me
the
try
give me the
one.
peanut, give me the peanut, and there's also a couple other
What
ones.
flavor is this again?
Caramel cold brew.
Yeah, caramel cold brew.
Disadvantage on attacks other than
Not
creatures
bad.
Cool.
against other creatures other than you.
Really
Okay.
sticky.
So it basically, okay, so what you did is you were successful at trying to communicate. So how does your communication go with this creature? Okay. What does it look like as you're eating your candy?
As actually, what I just did there, it kind of went, since it went all the she kind of didn't interpret it like Kitagam, and which in translation is, "We come in peace. Do not slobber us."
With that, the creature kind of like stands up a little bit stuffed, and then a big bubble kind of bubbles up into his head, and then it pops in, and it kind of then twitches its head, and it looks at you. Okay. Let's see. It says, okay, yeah, it is taunted by you. Okay. So basically, it gets a disadvantage if it tries to attack anybody but you. So its only focus is on you when it comes to attacking. But everybody else is safe.
You still have 2 actions.
Oh
You
yeah.
still have
So
2
what I'm
actions.
going to do
You can
next
attack
is-
it if you want. You can try to do any kind of your abilities. Let me know if you have abilities that you want to try to utilize. So,
Yeah, this is when you can use your heroic leaps and things like that.
which I am going to do the heroic leap again. Actually.
okay, now don't roll the dice yet. So let's read what heroic leap does. What does heroic leap do? Do you know?
It does not say on hand. However, since I am going to do dodge on that,
Well,
since
let's go through heroically because I want to make sure that you're learning how to play the game and stuff.
okay,
And you're learning her character, okay? Because we're teaching Casey a little bit so that she can advance her DC20 abilities. What does heroically do, right? Oh. Okay, let me read it to you.
Cards.
Heroic leap. Using a melee weapon, you can spend one action, one stamina to perform an exceptional leap and assault a creature. You gain your speed in a space and increase your jump distance by one on the next long or vertical jump you make. You leap into the air and you make an attack check against the PD of the target. It makes a physical save. An attack hit, the target takes your weapon's damage. If you fail, you fall prone. So basically, I believe you can utilize your move. I don't know if that provokes an attack of opportunity.
Well, because it is an attack.
Gotcha. Using your weapon, you spend one action point, one stamina point. I usually don't get a lot into like my players' abilities. I like to try to let them understand or figure out and explain it to me because I don't take the time.
because I do have like both throwing knives and an original knife, as well as my crossbow. So I would have my little knife ready.
Just save an attack with dice. Okay. Okay, cool. So basically, you have abilities. This is yours, Christine. This heroic leap is basically you jumping and slashing at him and then leaping and moving. And I think you have an ability where you can actually disengage as a feature, okay?
Yeah.
So,
If you use a stamina, yeah.
yeah, yep.
You're not on the right?
No, I'm not. Okay, so go ahead and roll for that attack.
10.
That is going to be a normal hit.
All right.
Okay. So what is your dagger, right?
Yep, my little dagger.
Okay. That does what damage? Can you see how much damage it does? Does it say 1 damage? I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
1 damage.
Okay. And then I believe you have a ability. I need to have a copy of your sheets and stuff so I can check it. But you can disengage without provoking an attack of opportunity, I believe.
For the rogue.
Yeah, for the rogue. Yep. Cool. I'm gonna say we're just gonna go ahead and just roll through it real quick.
Yeah.
Yep. You basically just like say whatever you're saying to this creature. It kind of like hisses and pops at you, and then you just slash at it, and you do a spin. As you're doing that, you're spinning and jumping, and then you're landing on top of Zira's yucky face. Okay, comfortably. You're on there. You're not like your position. You're pretty set.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and go, and I think that's all your actions.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Cool. Let's see what this thing is going to do. My turn. Let's do Thorn Shot. This thing, all the way on the other side of you guys. Make sure that everybody can see. Is going to fire thorns over at Samantha D. And that's going to be a nat 1. You good?
Yeah.
You're gonna do something?
Well, yeah, I would, but I can't find.
That's
I mean,
fine.
It says that you gain movement equal to half of your speed when you take your disengage, feint, or hide actions.
So she takes the disengage action and stuff.
she
Yeah,
does
she'll take the
disengage,
disengage action, so
immediately
she gets
move.
movement. Yep. Yep. Cool. So it's gonna fire at you with the nat 1, Samantha D. Thorns all of a sudden start protruding out of its body, and it just goes and it flies towards your direction. Does a 5 hit?
Oh no, that's a brutal hit.
Yes. Okay. Gotcha. They totally miss. Okay, it's going to go ahead and try it again. It's going to give itself a get rid of the disadvantage. So every single time you attack twice, you get a disadvantage. So the first attack, this is a normal roll. Second attack, if you do it again, you get a disadvantage. But I'm going to cancel it out with one of my actions. So I'm going to go ahead and roll again at you. Hopefully your defenses aren't like super high. And then I'm going to add an ability to it. So that is going to be a 22, sir.
Ooh, that's a heavy.
Heavy hit. So that's going to be... oops. I misread something, but we'll just play it through. We'll just play it
go
through.
with it.
We'll just play it through. Cool. It's going to be 2 piercing damage at you. Plus, you're going to go ahead and make a might save. Oh, wait. I'm like reading the wrong character.
17.
Which I hate.
So he doesn't actually have a thorn attack.
You said a 17? Okay, you're good. Cool. That's going to be end its turn. It's going to go back over to Zira Samantha.
Just call me Zira because obviously Samantha Z has already been taken.
Zira S.
Zira S, there you go.
Zira S.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do some slashing damage on this thing in front of me.
You can hear Felon yelling at you.
Please don't hurt it. Please don't. Just be gentle with it. It is confused. It used to be kind creatures that we would benefit from. Our city would benefit from greatly. If you just be gentle with it. Give it mercy.
It just covered me with poisonous goo.
Go ahead and roll for an insight, please. I believe you guys have an insight, right?
Mm-hmm. What's a non-nat 20?
You, as you sing that stuff, you kind of remember the potion that he gave you, the salve that he gave you.
Okay, I'm going to use my
All of a sudden, this thing
Counter-strike
starts
then?
bubbling up again, and it's looking over at Zona at the top of your head.
I'm gonna use my Hunter Strike to
Its body starts floating up.
the salve on my sword.
Yep.
And then I'm going to attack.
Okay.
That's a natural 20. So 26.
26.
So I'm gonna use.
That is going to be a brutal hit.
Well, my goal is to just get a little cut with the salve.
As you cut it, your blade is covered in this salve, and as it's floating up to get closer to Zona, and it's right in front of your face, and then you slash at it, and then the salve gets all over it, and with that, the black stuff starts coming off of its face. It starts hissing and making noises, and the bubble on its head pops, and it falls to the ground with a splash, and all this black stuff comes falling off. And there you see what appears to be this glowing green-esque wisp as he's kind of like shaking off the black stuff, okay? And it looks a little bit confused.
You'll be all right now.
And with that, Felon pushes past you and he says, "Come here, little fella. I got you. Don't worry." And with that, all of a sudden, you feel somewhat of a sense of healing coming from this creature. And so you're going to regain your 2 health.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Okay.
Nice.
Whose turn was it? Your
It's
turn.
still my turn, yeah.
Yes, you can still see this. What appears to be this plant-esque creature that's kind of shooting thorns over at Samantha D. I love using Samantha D. We're gonna have to change your name to Samantha D.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and fire an arrow at it.
Okay.
That is going to be an 11.
And with Zona on top of your head, you just pull the arrow as this thing had fallen back to the ground. And Felon has pushed past you. You quickly pull up your arrow and you fire at it. That's going to just be a normal hit.
Okay, so
believe.
it's going to be 1 damage then.
1 damage to it.
Meanwhile, Zona's look down and say, Oh, come on, Samantha. You could do better than that.
I throw Zona at her.
Okay, that's an act. Do you allow this grapple and throw, Zona? We'll play it out.
Oh, no.
We'll play it out.
Oh yeah, no. Zera's just like, seriously, yeah. Let's put your money where your mouth is, or your claws where your mouth are. Yeah, I'm throwing you.
What? Wait, no.
Awesome. Sorry, Zona. And you go flying in the direction of this thing, okay? And with that, Zona is just. So go ahead and roll for your. What would it be? I probably should.
Like a might?
Yeah, let's just do a might and stuff. Plus I gotta look at the grapple rules now and throwing. Can you
So
pull
I'm
up the grapple
holding
and
this
rolling?
pose till further notice.
You might as well learn. You fly through the air, Zona. Can you just show us how this is done? At this flat.
My life flashes before my eyes as I go towards this creature.
Its mouth is open wide. Its teeth are glaring.
Alright, it's an athletics check.
Okay. And she's a willing
Tested
creature.
by the target's marshal, but
So
yeah.
it's
Willing.
0. So
Yeah, okay.
go ahead and roll your athletics. And then
Okay, and then it says, well, it would be an automatic success
correct. For grappling or throwing?
for the throwing.
Okay, throwing. Okay.
I mean, she's already on me, so I'll do this.
Yes. Yep.
So
I think I'm
She's
curious
a
to learn
smaller-
these rules.
she's a smaller size.
So she's gonna go in extra space. I should write this down.
If the creature is size smaller than you, then the distance thrown is equal to your might. So she can go 3 spaces.
3 spaces. Gotcha. And because you rolled, do you add anything to it as well or no?
What?
Nope. Cool. 3 spaces.
That's it.
1, 2. I'll kind of like this. 1, 2, 3. You crash into it, or no? You just land because you weren't supposed to go any farther. You move the 3 spaces, and you quickly just go flying in like a cat. You kind of just rip onto it, and you are riding on this thing violently. Okay. Congratulations, Zona, or Samantha Z.
Yeah.
I gotta remember your guys' names. Gosh, this is difficult for me.
It's very easy to remember.
Yeah.
You pronounce it for me, please.
Samantha D.
Thank you. That was exactly what I wanted. Cool. With that, that's all of Zero's turns. This thing is going to go ahead and try to shoot more thorns at you guys. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and roll for that.
Disadvantage because Zona's on it. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know. Well, that was a 6. It's going to try it again. It's going to get rid of the disadvantage, and then it's also going to do an ability to it as well. So we'll see one more time. Come on. 14 against Samantha D. Samantha D. Okay, I'll pass. Last but not least, Zona, you're on top of this creature. What did you want to do?
First of all, I am holding on for dear life.
You are whipping around as this thing's thorns start protruding and flying at
I think it's
Samantha D.
actually Samantha D's turn.
Oh, it's Samantha D's turn?
Yeah, because I was going to
Gosh.
say you're skipping the turn. Well, he's thinking that I'm holding on for dear life.
Yes, you're right. You're right. So,
I mean, I guess I can't exactly fireball it.
No.
unless the chat says fireball it, then I think you have to just do what you wouldn't. Yeah.
Well, Rose Chat Queen says hello, Thalamus.
Hi, Rose. She's a local here. I know her. Met in Anime, Arizona. Sweet gal. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. So, did you want to firebolt? What's it called? Welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, Rose.
We are fighting
should he
a
firebolt it?
flower. Zona is on top of the flower that Samantha D might fireball. So,
What do you think, Zona?
She's like,
I'm holding on for my dear life.
Zona
I'm a little
is
busy for the
playing
moment.
from side to side She's holding on to this thing. This thing looks creepy. Like this, it's opening its mouth and its tongue is swaling out and trying to like lick you and wrap its tongue around your tail and pull you into its mouth.
I feel
Okay.
slightly bad now, but not really.
I was gonna
You
say,
are just like
Lies.
scratching at its somewhat face as Devotion, as Samantha D is figuring out what spell he should cast. Okay.
Use a little democracy.
Fling my sword at it.
Let's do it. Roll for it. Okay.
Well, how far away is it?
It is going to be 1, 2, 3 spaces.
Oh, I could just walk up and hit it.
Okay. You're using an action to move.
Watch out for the vines.
And the ringtail cat.
Don't worry about the ringtail cat.
Yes.
Does a 8 connect?
Yes, it does. Zona, you get slashed in the back of your tail. It cuts off a nice little chunk of hair. Okay, you're just gonna take 1 damage, but yes, it is good. Congratulations, as this thing kind of curls and it just turns and lifts up high. You can see it's kind of just like drool is just coming out of this flower-esque face. Okay.
So I'm gonna take 2 actions to get rid of disadvantage
Okay.
and swipe again.
Yeah.
Say 14.
A 14, that is going to go ahead and be a success. That's going to be just a regular hit. Yeah.
What was it with
How much? Is that how much damage on that one?
Just 1.
1 damage.
Lame.
4.
Just throw Zona again. It's fine. Makes you feel better.
Cool.
Take your finest pardon.
Hey, you gotta learn how to not talk.
I will not be silent.
Then we will throw you.
Let's do
kidding.
this. Let's gonna go ahead and do some branch whipping. All of a sudden, the roots come from on the ground and they start whipping around violently and stuff. Okay, and this thing is gonna go ahead and try to whip you.
Is the
Devotion.
fire still going?
No.
Okay.
Yep. That's going to be a 21 to you, Devotion, as a vine just whips around. And
That's
just,
heavy.
that's going to go ahead and be 2 damage, 2 slashing damage to you. Okay.
Ooh, slashing damage.
And then go ahead and make a might save, please.
$12.
12. Yes. Ha ha ha. And with that, as it slaps you across the face, Samantha D, it also whips around your arm and rips on your other arm, and then you are now grappled by this thing. Okay? All of a sudden, you just feel the ground kind of moving and all the vines violently going, and your feet get wrapped, and all of a sudden, you just descend into the ground. And you are now gone. Okay?
What's gone?
Yes. And then this thing is going to go ahead and move. So it's used 1 and 2, and then it's going to use 1 and 2 to then do the same thing for Zona. That's on his head. That's going to be a 19 Zona against your. No, you're not rolling. So it's attacking your defense. Okay. So what is your defense? So you have a. Is the one with the. I think it's the one with the head. Is that correct?
What?
Active. Active defense. Yeah.
Yeah, the one with the bullseye.
The one
Yep,
with the bullseye.
15.
15, and then I rolled a 19.
So,
It's just a regular.
a regular hit.
Cool. That's going to do 1 slashing as the vine whips in and slaps you right on your back, and then bunches of vines that just wrap around you and just like, and then it just pulls you. You also go into the ground and dissipate.
Hey, you didn't do a grapple check.
Huh?
Did you grapple check her?
Actually, yes, that is correct. I should give you a might save, please. Do a might save.
Yeah.
I am like so ready to kind of
know
like
you
Yeah,
are.
are you ready to kill the
just transition
ringtail?
the story into the next.
So I can roll now?
yes, you can roll. It'd be your might.
Oh, there she
I
got
am a 9.
And with that, Zona goes.
it. Firebolt.
And you can see her tail sticking out of all the vines, and then all of a sudden her tail just goes down under his.
Can she do anything for her action or no?
Nope. That's
Cool,
gonna
so
be
it's
it.
my turn.
It's your turn. Right away.
Okay.
You see what just happened.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
Oh
throw.
no, they're dead. They're dead.
No, they're not.
Oh, Dad, no.
Okay, where's that
Every
firebolt?
single Samantha. So we get. You are down below. You're far down.
Hope you guys are enjoying our Shade Willow story.
I'm gonna use all of it.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm gonna set it on fire. I'm glad I get myself advantage. 16.
With a 16, oof, that is going to be a. That is going to be a. What's it against it? It's going to be against its active or passive, probably.
I'm throwing a fireball, so.
Fireball active then. That is going to be a normal hit.
Okay, so it's 2 fire damage.
It's
Sorry,
dead.
3
It's
fire
dead.
damage.
It's dead. It takes 2 additional for fire damage. That's why you guys are like killing him with all these.
Yeah.
With that, you just step up and then you just fireball and just chug it, and it opens its mouth and then falls back,
Cool.
and the vines start burning and everything, and then you then
I'm gonna run over there.
see what appears to be a giant hole where the remains are. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And let us now change it all over. Okay. And we'll go ahead and put you guys there.
Okay, so I'm running over and seeing if I can see them.
Yeah, you can see them down below. So here's be like a tree within the center of this, the lower area. Okay.
Oh, can you burn that? The tree?
Can you burn the tree?
Can I have him burn it? Because I mean, is that like the root system of these flowers?
Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm like transitioning maps, and then you just are like, and then let's just get rid of this.
Yeah,
This real quick.
let's just be efficient here. Just take care of
Okay,
that
and
problem
then
for me.
Let's go ahead.
There's a thing
and-
there. Let's burn it.
Yeah. Meow.
Cool.
He's gonna regret letting me take that cantrip.
You know.
Hey, that was my ancestry flavor. It makes sense. It makes a lot more sense than the dragonborn fire breath thing.
Okay, cool. How you guys feeling?
Oh, I
Good.
feel great. Yeah.
Felon
I'm on
looks
fire.
down. I know you're enjoying all the firepower.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the brief handbrake while I'm bored down, out and about.
Okay, cool.
I feel like
you
Zera's
guys,
finally back.
you guys are landed both prone onto the ground.
I just like peer over the edge of the hole. What you guys doing down there?
Yep, and you can see.
We're
Yeah.
taking a well-earned break.
Okay. As long as you're good.
Cool. And you guys have made it what appears to be to the bottom area, the roots area of this. You guys are somewhat uncomfortable. You guys are somewhat hurt. You two Samanthas, and Zero Samantha. You are Zero S. You look down and you can see what appears to be a very elegant, but somewhat like losing life tree. And you can see like green in it a little bit, but it's starting to turn a deadish kind of color. And what appears to be the very, very far top of it, there appears to be a seed. Okay. But you are looking down into this chamber, okay? Felon says,
Oh, this is the main area. This is where the main Shade Willow is.
Oh, so we have to go down there.
Correct.
Cool. Is there anywhere where I can tie off my rope?
yes, there is. There are a lot of branches and stuff. There's like,
Or how far down is this pit, I should ask.
it is probably about 20 feet down.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna use my rope.
Okay. Let me make sure I'm still in the camera. You slide down comfortably, and you find your friends in the pit. Felon slides down, and he says,
All right, then. I don't know how this will work, but we can give it a try. Do we still have a usable antidote? Salve?
I have a salve.
Oh, perfect.
Did I use all of it to
yes.
heal the? Oh,
You did.
I didn't mean to use all of it.
Yes, the little creature kind of climbs, and he kind of can walk without using rope and stuff, and just crawl down the wall and stuff. Okay, and it
He's
is
a
somewhat
wisp, he can,
following
like-
you.
Can't he like phase?
Yeah, you can do that too. Cool. And like I said, you guys can see this, and then you also see what appears to be some kind of like form and shape kind of moving and crawling along the walls and stuff, but it is far beyond, high up above you guys. It's probably about like 60 to 70 feet high, okay? So. All right, then.
I'm going to kind of keep a half eye on that. Just like a passive awareness kind of thing.
Fallon
Situational.
moves up to the tree and he starts investigating it and stuff. Interesting. What the heck is this? He reaches and he touches one of these little bands that are sticking to this tree. He's like, "I'll just break this free." He starts grabbing it and starts trying to pull at it.
Hang on. Let's
What is
figure
it?
out what that is before you try to break it, huh?
And then he says to you,
Look, I know what you're here for. Now, why don't you just give me a second to try to cure this thing, and then we can end this all.
I'm all about curing it. But let's think about what we've come up against so far.
We don't even know what is even underneath it.
No, we don't. Well,
I don't know, just from like personal experience from when I was younger and from what I've seen on the surface, there's a lot of giant bug type things. And I'm always concerned with like trigger wires for, I don't know, spider webs.
And the occasional scorpions, which I do not eat repeatedly, thank you.
you guys all of a sudden hear a voice echoing a little bit and it says, "What are you doing in my chamber?" It echoes.
See, giant talking spiders.
Not a giant talking spider. You can see the shadow that is moving and stuff is moving, and it kind of like pauses and stops.
It's a
Okay.
giant talking scorpion.
Not a giant talking scorpion either.
Well, I'm all out of ideas.
Maybe a wasp?
And you hear the voice saying, "You have come to be my food? Is that what it is? I've allowed you to enter this far?"
I do
Wasn't
not
really
taste
good.
good to
No.
be your food, so
No, we're a
no.
little spicy.
We'll see about that.
And I don't have much
You
meat.
see, this thing, this tree, is dying. And my children live in it. They will soon grow and feast upon this tree and upon everything in this area. And soon I will have to vacate once this is all over.
Giant talking wasp.
Sounds more like a, what's the term? Termite. Yeah, a termite. Sounds like a termite.
And with that, all of a sudden, you hear something land into the ground on the floor. That shadow, and then it shakes.
My eyes start to glow.
You guys can see
as
what
my
appears to
flames-
be probably like large, gigantic size creature. Okay, in the distance. Okay, it's probably a good spaces away, out of range of attacking, and it is right. The tree is right in between. So
Okay.
she says,
I'll look at Thalen. Yeah.
"You
go
appear
ahead.
to be
Start.
some kind of a flame creatures. I've had creatures similar to that before. I don't think I'm very afraid of you."
That's everybody's mistake.
Fallon kind of steps
Usually
back
the
a little
last.
bit. He kind of looks and he says,
The south. Got to be.
He's-
I'm okay. I'm here.
She's the sneaky one. Where does it need to go?
And with that, all of a sudden, you guys hear a screeching noise, okay? And everybody's going to go ahead and roll for a charisma save, please. Nice.
19.
16.
Okay, let's see what I got.
Sorry, Samantha D.
Samantha D.
You're intimidating, but not very
Done
charismatic.
it again.
It's okay. It's okay.
Let me see if I can get it.
I've missed playing with a group. I mean, I've been having fun playing with him on Wednesdays, but I've missed our group gameplay.
Dig it.
Wow. now.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
was the last time we were all
I know.
It's been a while. It's been like, what, 3 weeks at least?
Yeah.
Because we had the
Convention.
anime, yeah. Well, we did it like right, I think it was the week right after. Because you
Yeah.
brought the goodies to show everybody.
Yeah, I was at Anime Arizona.
Uh-huh.
You were at Game Expo.
Okay, guys, let's do this. Roll
We
for
had a lot of
initiative.
stuff. All right.
Let me
Let's
go ahead and
roll.
take a look at something real quick because I need to know what this ability does real quick.
Oh.
All.
What does that do again?
So basically,
Give me
you
a-
guys are all who did not roll higher than a 14 for that charisma save. You didn't? Okay, cool. Samantha D.
Is a 1 higher than 14?
No, it is not higher than a 14. No. You have a disadvantage on all checks in line of sight of this creature. Okay. Zona, what did you roll for charisma?
I rolled a 16.
16. Okay, you saved, and then 0.
Oh, I think I rolled 17, didn't
Okay, cool. So then you success. Awesome. Let me make sure I'm still in camera. Go. Yeah, a loud screeching. He says.
Oh, I forgot. I'm level 3 now, so I have advantage on mental saves, and everyone within 2 spaces of me has advantage on mental saves.
I? That would have been good to know. That's much better.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you hear a screeching noise and stuff, and it echoes through this chamber and stuff. And it tries to make you intimidated, but you guys like grit and you guys are focused. Fallon is looking back at you guys and he says,
Yes, go, Team Samantha.
as he's trying to, then he's running for cover, afraid of this thing. Okay,
I rolled a natural 20 on my initiative.
you rolled a natural 20, so I believe that gives you what, an advantage and
Yes,
stuff on
I
your
was
first
just
attack.
looking it up. Yep.
Yep.
I get to go first.
Cool. So wait, let me check on the DC real quick. The DC for this stuff is going to be.
I think
I'm actually going to roll for it and just add my bonus. Yeah. Okay. So, what did you roll?
it would have been a 26.
You got a 26.
Mm-hmm.
One success. What did you roll for initiative?
21.
21. What did you roll for your initiative?
6.
I rolled a 18 plus 4. That's a 22. That's the DC that you had to beat. You beat it. He did not. She did not. So that's
Mine was a critical success.
so the first attack you get an advantage.
But no, it's a negative first two.
Really? For initiative?
Yeah.
Unless anybody else.
Wait. Oh, never mind. It's just if you get a critical one, you go last.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Gosh, I'm gonna have to figure out how to like fight it out in this. It's gonna have partial coverage. Should I put it as partial coverage? Partial coverage is a +2 to my defense, I think. Yeah, because it's hiding behind the tree a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. 9 spaces. Maybe I shouldn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then let's go ahead and do this. Actually, it's right here. It's far enough. It is going to go ahead and use a corrosive spray, okay? So it's going to use 2 actions to shoot.
Are we all standing close together?
You have just reached down below. I'll go ahead and put you closer.
Okay, I'm gonna use heroic parry.
I'll put you next to him.
For
Heroic parry for my corrosive spray. Did you still want to be close up?
it doesn't really matter. I'll use sidestep then.
Cool. I'm not gonna make this easy for you then. Corrosive spray, 2, and then I add an additional 1. So So then.
It's gonna be a passive.
Yes, correct. So it's going to be all of you guys, I believe. Yeah. All of you guys. Let's do this. That is going to be a 13 against your guys' passive defense. So that's going to be your armor. Nope, not on you. Not on you guys. Oh, jeez. Versus your PD. Make a physical save, please. As this stuff shoots at you guys kind of duck back and kind of protect your guys' self as well as you guys can. It doesn't. It seems just to very slightly burn you guys, but you guys don't take any damage to it.
21.
21. Cool. You're successful. Nice. Thank you very much. So basically,
I'm gonna put Snowflake away and get some different dice.
you take
Started
one
so
corrosion
strong.
damage, and you lose one action point too. Okay,
Ooh.
Devotion.
So, is that on the next turn, or
On your next turn, you lose an action point, so you're taking one corrosion.
And I'm 12.
Burning, one corrosive damage. Okay, and you're also burning.
yay?
I'm
You said
12.
You're 12. You're 12. Okay, cool. You're gonna go ahead and take one corrosive damage. You have one less action point, and then you're also burning as well. Congratulations, both of you guys.
Are you
Nice.
still undercover or no?
No, I am
Now
actually.
that I've actually finally found it, we're not actually. It's just regular damage, yeah.
That means, yeah.
Okay.
That was that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use one last action to use its speed. Crush. It's gonna use its last action to move up on you guys. Okay, that's it.
Cool. Well, let's see. I get to go first. I have advantage.
Yep.
You know we're gonna be marking this sucker, right?
Yes.
Mark it. Cool. I am going to do an action to mark it. I'm going to use an object action
Yep.
to turn. I'm going to try this. This is a new thing for me. Turn one of these things into a vial, and I'm going to administer it to a creature within 1 space of me. Thanks for coming close.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm using the Hydra's blood.
Sorry guys, I'm like totally
Okay.
failing all.
Okay. And then I'm also going to do an attack. I'm going to add another stamina to do a hunter strike. Okay. So I'm going to have double advantage.
Okay, so
Because
you're
it's
attacking it with your sword. You're added some kind of thing to that sword to do more damage, a type of damage.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I used one of my monstrous concoctions on you.
Okay.
So just like threw it at you. And
Yep.
now I'm going to
What kind of damage is it?
it's like a potion. So basically whenever I do a heavy hit against you, I gain a HP.
Oh,
Yeah. It's one of my subclass features.
gotcha.
My first time actually getting to try it.
Yeah. You kind of quickly pull your blade out and stuff, so you're attacking me, right? And you have an advantage. Yeah.
I've got double advantage because I had a natural 20.
Ooh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Let's roll it out and see what
Okay.
happens.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, so 19. So it's a 25 non-natural.
25 non-natural is a brutal hit.
Oh, very good. Okay, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Gosh.
6 damage. Remember everything I have on there.
I know.
And then you're going to go ahead and do a physical save for me.
Okay, you said 6 damage first of all.
This creature also now has a D8 help die on it.
Awesome. And then you said do a save for what kind of save again?
Physical.
Physical save. Let's go ahead and do a 15.
Let's see, 15. It ties.
Okay.
With my save. So does that tie go to you or to me?
I think it goes to me. I think it's when you're attacking it, it does. But when it's saving, I think they cancel each other out. We can look it up because I got the.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, that's gonna be all of my actions.
Okay. Yep. You can go ahead and look that up while we're going. Continue on. Okay. Who did you want to go next? Okay. Who's prepared? Because I'm gonna go, and then whoever's next is gonna go. Who feels confident? You're the team leader. I'll let you choose right now. Cool. All of a sudden, you do this thing to it. It is not happy.
You foul beast! I'll crush you. It's mine.
She says at you, and then she is gonna go ahead and do. Let's do a fight. So it's gonna roll against you, Zira.
Okay, I'm gonna do heroic parry.
Got you. You're using heroic parry. So what does heroic parry do? Remind me again. I always never forget.
Heroic parry is going to give +5 to all of my defenses. For every single attack.
+5. It just like tries to bite at you. This big giant pincer. And you are just using your blade and you are slashing and blocking it and avoiding this thing. Okay. I did not roll good at all. Okay. 1, 2. I give myself an advantage. Let's see. Let's go ahead and go and attack you again.
You're right. It just cancels each other.
Yeah, I cancel each other. I knew it. I'm good at this.
I wanted to set you on fire.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to try to crush you. That's not a disadvantage. No, I can't crush you. It's just doing the pincers again. That's going to be a 17. I'm sorry, 17. No, pincers just fly, smash to the ground right in
Well,
front
I'm
of
just
you.
like dodging and.
Yeah, you're kind of just
blocking and-
moving pretty quickly and easily. Okay. Gosh, and then it is going to go ahead and just swing over at you guys with its other pincers. Okay, 1 and 2. It's going to give itself 1, and then okay. So that's gonna be a 24 to you, devotion.
That's a heavy hit.
Heavy hit. So that is going to be a 2 piercing damage. Heavy hit 2. That's 4 altogether. This thing bust at you. Okay. It is mad that it can't hit Zira, so it hits you. It's gonna go over to you, devotion.
Alright, I am going to smite it.
Remember, you got a D8 help die.
It says to you,
But
she.
got this a game on.
Ooh, that's super cool.
This creature says to you,
I hate that you're in my chambers. This is mine now. The tree, the shade is mine. It will die, and I will take all of its power.
Very good.
And I'll continue on. And you will be destroyed forever. I'll eat you.
Just keep talking. Hang on. We're still rolling.
you should have rolled like on her turn.
I guess I should have.
Well, he didn't know it was gonna be that good.
Jeez. Yeah, that's.
+6 is 9.
6 is 9.
7. So 7 plus 6 plus 7. So that's 16 total.
6 in total is going to be a normal hit.
Okay. And that's a smite. So you're getting... I'm casting the firebolt through it. So roll that while I'm saying this. So that's 1 just slashing damage and 2 fire damage from the smite.
Okay.
And then spell attack.
Set her on fire. Set her on fire.
I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this. It's pretty close to the tree, though, too, just to warn you.
See, that's
What's the total on it?
16 on the spell check.
16 on the spell check. What do you mean? I had to roll
Against your PD.
against my PD. 16? Sorry, I'm blanking out a little bit. That's going to be a normal hit.
Okay, so that's 2 fire damage.
2 fire damage. So what's the total on everything?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 damage.
4
Yeah.
of which are fire.
Gosh, and it was just with your blade, right? You did a martial attack. Yeah. Okay, cool. Is that all your actions, or you still have some
that was
actions?
3 actions.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. You lost one. Cool. It is going to go back over to me. It is going to do a corrosive spray again, and it is going to just unleash this stuff on you guys. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and roll for that. Come on with my new dice. That is going to be a 17. 17 against all you guys. No.
This
Nobody's
is the beauty
Is
of
this for
heroic parry.
passive or active?
Passive.
passive.
+5
And what
until
was
stop
your roll?
17.
Oh, it was a heavy for me.
Heavy for you? Okay, so you're going to take 2 damage, plus you're going to take another 2 damage.
Hey, little will-o-wisp.
3 damage, I'm sorry, 3 damage altogether. Yes.
Woo, that's so good for me.
Yep, 3 damage, and then you are, I think that's all. And then what about you, sir? 17 for
That's a normal hit.
a normal hit, you're going to take 2 damage, 2 corrosive damage, okay. Cool, so that's that, and then it is going to go ahead and try to strike at 0 again. Action, action, action. I'm going to give myself 3 advantage on it. 3 advantage. I want to... And after you. And then I'll go ahead and even buff up the thing, too.
So you can only do 2 advantage then.
3. No, I'll just leave it then. Okay, so that's going to be a 20.
Nope.
Not that. What? Because you're heroic? Darn it. And then she like shoots out this stuff, and then she kind of like eyes and turns, and then and tries to snatch at you, and your blade just catches it.
All of my training has come to this moment.
It's going to go to Zona's turn. What do you want to do? Don't look at your papers. Just have fun with it and just tell me what Zona would do.
She realizes she is in a pickle. She knows with her current size wouldn't do any favors, so I am going to save myself at this point. So
Get the
I am.
sab to the tree.
Yep. So I knew I had to get to the tree, and my height has an advantage.
Okay.
So I am going to use roll for stealth.
You actually basically are right next to this thing because you're right next to devotion. And I'm
Yeah.
going to tell you some things about you. So you basically can do the, if I can grab you,
Yeah.
Zona, you can do a disengage.
Yeah.
I believe, I forget what it is, but there's an ability where you can do a disengage, okay? And you can move away from it without provoking an attack of opportunity. It actually has a disadvantage on its attack, but it will try to attack you, and it did not succeed. What's your passive? What's your head? Your active defense? What's your active defense?
15.
15. Yeah, I did not hit. I got a 14. You don't wait. Don't roll yet. Hold it up. Hold up. You move away from it. You are, if you want to do a stealth, you can, but it's probably not going to go after you. It's only focused. You can tell its main focus is on them because her is a bad, and she hates her.
Then since I'm close to the tree, I am going to investigate its roots and around the tree. while that thing's distracted.
Cool. You can, as a minor action, pull out the object that you have. Okay, so it's the south. Okay?
Yeah.
And let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and roll for an investigation. Okay.
5. Wait,
Five.
no, actually 3. I'm mistaken. It's 3.
You are not sure what you should do with the salve, where you should put the salve, okay? You do see what appears to be the seed that's hanging from far away. You see a bunch of like little leaves that are falling to the ground, and slowly this thing is dying more and more. Okay, as you can see above you, there's also a big giant nest where this cocoon, where these things are living in and stuff, and where she probably lives. Her nest, okay? You still have actions, so I think you have one more. You might have one more action. Okay.
I decided I'm going to use athletics to try to climb up the tree a little more since I got the
Good.
claws and climbing
you, yeah.
advantage.
I won't allow you to have to roll. You don't have to roll for that because it's just movement. And you, because you are a ringtail, what's called, you
Yeah.
have the ability to climb.
Yeah.
You're able
so-
to climb all the way up to where the seed is at. Okay? And with that, as you reach the seed kind of then, you see what appears to be a sparkling face within that seed. And then it says to you, Zona, I have seen you from far, far away. I have heard your cry. And I know what you've been up to.
You certain about that? Wait, why am I talking to a seed? Who are you?
It then says to you, I am the Shade Willow.
Okay. So, how are we gonna get handled with this situation? What's going on with the tree? We have so many questions.
It says, my time has come.
What do you mean your time has come? Are you actually dying?
Correct.
Then how are we supposed to continue your generation and such? More importantly, why is everyone in this town depending on it? I mean, you. Why are you so important to this town?
Because I protect it from the desert. The desert is harsh, and everything dies under the desert sun. And I am the shade in which that many live under.
Is there a way we could at least take your seed or spawn or sampling, whatever, and be able to continue that tradition?
It says to you, correct. Velen is confused. I am close to him as he is close to me. And my time is up. Many people here didn't want to accept it, but it is time for me to move on. Yet I am trapped in this chamber.
So, you want to get out of here as your dying wish?
Correct, the salve would never have worked. It's pretty much sweat and spit and holy water.
You know, for a dying tree, you're pretty cynical. But all right, what do you propose we could do to make your dying wish happen?
He says, take me from here. Don't allow the Blight Might Queen to consume the rest of me. Finish her, and then take the seed that I am, and far from here, and plant it anew, and a new city will grow.
All right. You mind if I claw you out first so that
Go
way I could
ahead
carry
and
you?
roll for a stealth. And then I'm going to roll for an awareness.
$18.
I rolled a 11. And with that, you are talking quietly with it. You can tell that this thing is kind of getting a little confused, and then it kind of notices that Zona is not. And then she's like looking around everywhere. Okay.
I'll get her attention again.
Okay. What did you say, Zona?
So, you want me to claw you out and just put you in my fur or somewhere where you won't be noticeable?
It is a good size, a hand-sized seed.
Oh,
It's
okay.
hanging from it and stuff. Is a green seed and stuff. It has somewhat of a face that kind of like I said shimmers a little bit and kind of
Yeah.
very, very not so present there and stuff.
Fortunately, I have a sack like that's big enough to carry it.
Let's do a strength check. And I believe, I don't know whose turn it is right now, but it was your turn. Now it is my turn. Blight Queen does not look happy. Okay, I'm going to just use it all. 1, 2, 3, 4 times advantage. I'm assuming you're going to... What can I do to make sure that I kill... I shouldn't say hit you. Now let's just go ahead and use the corrosive spray again. It just looks right at you. And it is going to fire exactly at Zira. Okay, and it's probably going to hit Devotion as well. Okay, it's going to give himself advantage times 2. So let's do this. Actually, no, advantage +1, and then I'm also going to add an ability to it too. Let's go. Come on. What do you...
Roll already.
Yes. Okay, cool. That's going to be a natural 20 + 4. That's 24.
It's a regular hit.
That's a regular hit. Okay.
Congratulations, you hit.
So, yes, gosh. That's going to be 2 corrosive damage to you. What about you, sir?
What is it?
That's a 24.
It's a heavy hit.
That is going to be 3 damage to you. Okay. Both of you guys make a physical save, please. What did you get? What did you get?
23.
That's 23. You succeed on it. While his dice is rolling or spinning, I think that's going to end her turn. It's going to go over to the top of initiative, I believe, for you, Zira.
That's me. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to...
She looks very weak. She looks like mad. And then she starts making screeching noises and stuff, and you can hear humming outside the tree and start smashing noises.
I think you saved it. All right, so...
Not nat 20.
Attack.
Okay, you just say, darn you. Okay.
Attack.
Okay.
Advantage. Condition. Okay. Oh, wait, no, I don't need advantage to power it up because I already have advantage because I have Hunter's Mark. So.
Okay. Oops. Let me say move it over.
18.
With an 18, that is going to be a that's going to be a normal hit.
Okay. Okay, so that's just going to be 2 damage. And you're now bleeding.
Gosh.
Just rolling.
Thank you. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Cool. And it's now bleeding too. It's going to go over to its turn.
Yep.
Now that it's his turn, it's going to take 1 damage. Okay. It is going to be. It's going to actually try to look again for Zona. Let's go ahead and roll for another stealth, please. I'll use 1 action to do that.
You're not using PDR, right?
PDR, no.
Okay.
10.
A 10, awesome. I also rolled a 10, so it tied out.
Yeah, so nothing changes.
It says,
What are you trying to do? You trying to end me?
and it is going to give itself another 1, 2. It is weak. I want to bite you, and then yeah, I'm going to attack you, Zira.
Heroic parry.
Give it advantage, huh?
Heroic
Heroic parry. Gosh. Shame.
Bless you.
Okay, that is going to be another natural 20, 24.
Dang it. Yep.
Yes.
This is a regular hit.
Regular hit. So that's going to be 2 piercing plus the brutal, or plus the nat 20. So that's 4 damage to you as it bites and jumps at you, and then you are now grappled into its mouth, and it's holding its pincers. Okay. Actually make an agility save.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
So that's going to be like a natural 20.
Actually, no, you're not grappled then.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Cool. It's going to be it for its turn.
See, that's a 13 to it. Swing a sword at it.
13 is going to be a miss. As you go to slash at it, it kind of moves.
Okay, so I guess I'll spend an AP to give myself advantage.
Okay. I don't know about that dice.
Yeah.
I don't know about that dice. That dice is a very...
You roll your dice to move.
He has
your
a
mice.
spinning dice, and you spin it, and you have to wait for it to stop. It looks really cool,
Cool, but
but
impractical.
yeah.
That is also a 13.
The people who
Alright.
made it obviously don't play Dungeons. They play DC20.
No, it's the little arrow.
You know, feel bad I forgot to bring my metal dice from when I went to Anime Arizona.
That's right. You got a new host, a new set. Cool. No go. Moving on. My turn again.
Actually, Rose, if you're still around, don't worry. It'll be worth the money. She
That's-
witnessed me buying the dice.
That was only 3 attacks on my first turn, right?
Yes.
So I'm back to 4 now.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to ignore that and do just a spell attack.
Okay. Gotcha. Uh-oh. While this is happening, what is Zona doing? Okay.
I am slowly putting the seed into my sack, which I know I already did that, and I've been
Let's do
sneaky.
do we already do a strength check? To kinda
We
see?
didn't do that. We did
Let's
stealth.
do a strength check and stuff to see. Okay. Because it'll be a low DC of an 8. Okay. As long as you can beat an 8, you can pull it. And you add your might.
20.
Cool. Was that a nat 20?
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's an 18 on my spell check for the firebolt.
Okay. This thing is mad. It is hissing. Why don't you? And then all of a sudden you swing with your blade, and then you just say, well, and then you just blast it with fire right up at it and stuff. Okay. You said what was the roll on it?
18,
18. That is going to be a normal hit. What's the damage on that?
2 fire damage.
2 fire damage. And with that, all of a sudden, Zona comes flying
And then-
out of the tree. What is you going to say?
Yeah, I'll use my last action point to make you make a physical save.
Physical save. That's going to be a 3 plus 3 is 6.
You are burning.
Cool. With it on his turn, Zona flies through the air,
you
lands, and
take it.
crashes.
Bleeding damage and burning damage.
No.
Where am I
Actually, no.
crashing at?
Actually, no, I don't. Actually, there's a rule in 9.5.
We're not playing 9.5.
Who? What? Where am I crashing?
You crash onto the ground. The thing kind of turns around and stuff. You can see it covered in flames. It's hissing, and its tentacles are kind of flaying everywhere and stuff. You can see Samantha D standing confidently. You can see Zira kind of like breathing hard with her blades, and you fall to the ground, and this thing falls to the ground with you, and you catch it, and you roll. And then it says, that's... And then it just crumbles and falls to the ground and burns to a smithereens.
We did it! The Samanthas did it again!
Fallon runs over to you and he says,
You, how could you?
and with that, all the leaves start falling from the tree.
I did as the tree asked me to, so I'm just fulfilling a dying wish. Don't kill the messenger.
He says,
No, we knew better for it.
he says something like it wanted to move forward, but yet they knew that it needed to. They wanted it to stay. They wanted to make sure they could care for their life. He kept saying,
We could have cared for it. We could have carried it on to the next generations.
That's not from what I've heard from it, and I'm pretty sure it's confident with the plan if we just take it upward and move it to a next place, and everything would be set, guaranteed.
And with that, you guys can hear crashing noises and stuff. You can hear
I
a
think
bunch
it's
of
time to get out.
the trees and parts of it starting to crumble and break. You can tell that the life is gone within this tree. And Phelan does not get up off of his knees. He stays there.
Samantha D, you want to grab that?
Yeah, I grab him and throw him over my shoulder. Fireman, carry him out of here.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And my rope is still tied, so we can climb out of the pit.
And you guys climb out of there and stuff. Let's go ahead and do some skill challenges and stuff. We're going to escape skill challenge, okay? You guys can hear the crashing noises of the tree as you guys run your way through these chambers, avoiding some of these creatures. What are you guys doing? First one is going to be so we're going to run through some skill challenges and see. It is a late night now. I'm tired. I'm not tired.
We're all tired.
Let's do some skill challenges. Ready? You guys are racing through this. The tree is coming apart.
Okay.
The first challenge is going to be a 12. Okay.
Okay. So
you guys
we're
need
just running.
Yes. You guys are. I don't know what skills you guys are using, huh?
Whatever we want to use.
Whoever is ready.
I'm going to use survival since I literally have the tree in my bag.
Okay. You're holding tight to this thing. Okay.
16.
With a 16, you charge forward. You can see what appears to be some of the blightwood and stuff that was starting to change back and stuff. Where you're able to find some of the remains of the tree that are worth something, and you collect it as you're running along. Okay. And as you're making your way toward the exit, it starts to open up, and you have made your way through it. Okay. You, sir?
That's a 12 for athletics.
12 for athletics. Oh, they hit it barely. As you just chamber your way through, carrying Felon, and you throw his body through the entrance, and you jump out, and a whip of the vines kind of hit you, and you take 1 damage. Okay.
Non-natural 20 for
And non-natural 20, you were
acrobatics.
out there before everybody else. And you are kind of picking up Fallon and stuff, and you're pulling Devotion out. And with that, the tree crumbles to pieces.
I retrieve my rope as we are climbing out.
Gotcha.
Ah, Kinley. Too soon?
What is your problem? Like, seriously. Do you want me to throw you again?
No, I will claw your eyes out if you do that to me again, and I hold something value in this bag.
Yeah, you're holding the life force of the thing that you're calling kindling. A little tact, maybe.
The sneer.
I'm just gonna throw you over my shoulder and like keep going.
Yeah.
Shut up, Zona.
No, this is undignified.
She's like wrestling your back and stuff, and she just called like
Like, Samantha Z just.
No, I will
See,
not
look,
be
I got it right here.
No.
Just throw over my shoulder.
a lady kind of comes as you guys are leaving the main areas and stuff of this tree. A lady says, "The tree is dead."
No, the tree where we were born.
And she looks down, and then she kind of looks at her children, and they kind of venture out toward the main gates, just as you guys are as well. You can see a lot of these little, these wasp-esque creatures and stuff starting to disperse and fly away from this area. There's no longer a life within the tree, so they have no purpose to live there anymore because they have nothing to feed on.
Plus, we killed their queen, so.
Yeah, pretty much. As you guys round over to the main gates, there you can see a couple guards, and then you can see the main fellow that you had originally met, which I named him a name, which I don't know where he is at now. Salama. He looks over and he says, "All right then, you got what I needed." He then kind of like, and then all of a sudden the guard comes with some a chest full of coins, the same amount that he had given you originally is now also.
Oh, so we get like
Ooh.
2,000 logs each. So 20 gold pieces.
Correct.
Cool.
He has it, and then he says, the heart of the tree.
Jonah?
Hold on. If you put me down first.
I
I
wasn't
mean-
holding you. I just had you up on my back so I could get you out of the tree.
Okay, fair enough. It's in my bag. Let me reach over there.
I
Here.
basically just perched you. Just
Here you go.
short legs
One heart of the tree as requested.
He takes it up. He says, "Thank you."
Go to throw Dallin on the ground too.
You can see Dallin. Yeah, Dallin is just toppled around and stuff. He looks out of it. He is sad. He's brokenhearted of the tree, the original tree. And then
You know, they're gonna need someone to help grow this new seed and take care of the new tree.
he says, "It'll be difficult for me. I don't know how." And
I come over to him and place a paw right on him and say, look at it this way. You witnessed the old. You have an opportunity for not just your species' new generation. Well, technically mine. But anyways, you have an opportunity to teach the new and the old and the new tree generation. I know it doesn't make sense since I do not do well with a scorched tail. But my point of the matter is, what may seem like a tragedy, turn into a victory.
it's a cute little rat you have.
Ring, tail, cat.
I like put my hands over her ears. She's a raccoon.
I heard that.
Shh, it's okay.
Let's
I just
have
like
you guys
stroke
up
your
on
fur.
here. Yep. Oh, no, I guess I
I
don't
know
have
you
you guys
like
on
it.
here.
Scratch behind your ears.
Yep. And with that, you guys get back into your guys' carriage, your beat-up carriage.
I thought it exploded.
Okay, well, I'll give you guys a newer carriage and stuff like that. And it says about the Salon. It says, "I have this carriage for you back to go to Luskin. Good luck to you, Team Samantha.
This
You've
thing
done-
is insured, right?
I have sent out the bonds to proclaim the names of Samantha Z, Samantha D, and Zero Samantha, also known as Zero S.
Just Samantha.
Samantha,
Yeah,
all
that,
right
that
then.
rolls off the tongue much better.
Well, I already sent out the messages about the bonds, so they're already proclaiming the Shade Willow will live on.
I'll get credit, and you won't. Neither.
Good luck to you on your other adventures.
Thank you.
And yeah, with
Good
that,
luck on the growth. Don't forget to water it.
As we're walking, I'm gonna be like, "Do you think our bard is gonna sing of us?"
I don't think he is.
Oh.
Yay! That's it.
Yay!
No, we
Yeah.
don't tell him that it's us. We get him to sing the song before we tell him.
Yeah.
I'll be like, Samantha.
Yeah, we'll have to have him write a Samantha song.
Do we actually get the gold, or is this kind of like a? Because it's a
No,
one shot.
you guys get the gold. I'll give you guys the gold. It's 20,000, not 20,000
2,000.
gold, but 20,000 logs. So that's 200 gold. It's a lot of gold.
Wait, I thought it was only 20 gold.
Yeah, you're right. Probably 20 gold. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was
We- we-
2,000.
We can say 200 if that.
No.
We need to
Well-
work on mathematics.
Well, I mean, hey, 20 gold is still.
As you guys are doing that, thank you guys for watching. We hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, this is our take for the Shade Willow.
Yes.
We're curious to do the one shot and kind of actually get our group together and actually play. Since it's been a while, we usually do our Pokemon games. So we are happy to be playing actual DC20 Fantasy World. It is
Our
a nice
characters, yeah.
break. Yeah.
Our
So,
OG characters. Yay.
yeah.
I missed Samantha Z. D.
You will
yeah.
miss her.
You will continue to
Yeah.
miss.
Song
Yes.
shall be played throughout.
Yes, we miss Samantha T and
Should I make up a song? I shouldn't. No, it's too late for me
Samantha
to make up
D.
a song.
Actually, I do have a cast member that does make songs. We could make the arrangement.
Well, let's go through Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys are learning something from the game mechanics that we are running through and stuff. Some of it we're still learning. We're still going and progressing through it. Hopefully we'll get more chances to get to play as a group. I really enjoy it. We're getting used to being in front of a camera and being a little goofy. Not that goofy. We're really, really serious game players.
At least we're not boring.
I think we might be, actually. I'm sorry, guys. We
Much in our
try.
viewer
We're
rate.
trying. We're trying. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed.
It wasn't our fault. It was the rain's fault.
Yeah.
You want to tell them about Paranoia? My wife?
Okay, yeah, so on May 31st, we are going to be playing a live gameplay of Paranoia. It is going to be part of our longest day fundraisers, which is role-playing games versus Alzheimer's disorder. So our goal is going to be to raise $1,500 in order to help support the research of this disease. So yeah, we'll be playing May 31st at 1 o'clock. Anybody who donates during our gameplay will get to influence, or even before our gameplay, huh? Are we gonna check
even
in on
before
that?
the gameplay. So if you
Yes.
donate now or you donate during the gameplay,
It's more fun during though, because then you actually get
Yeah.
to witness your destruction.
do you know the donations? What rewards are there?
No.
So if you donate any amount, then you'll activate one of the player's mutant abilities. Okay? And then if you donate $20 or more, you will introduce a mutant enemy toward the troubleshooters. And then if you donate $100 or more, you will cause a total all players wipeout.
Yeah. So all of our
something
clones
will
die.
come and something will just tear apart them one at a time.
Yeah.
So all of them are wiped out,
And
which will
for-
be fun.
yeah, fun for you.
Yeah, not fun for us, fun for you.
Yes.
I can make it fun for you guys. It could be like a little roller coaster, that kind of like.
Fun for the
And all
DM
in the
and-
name of help awareness of not just Alzheimer's, but dementia. So think of it for a noble cause.
Yep.
And for the first 5 people who donate $20 or more, we're gonna have a free T-shirt for you.
Yep.
So yeah, make sure you jump in on that. It's a really cool new design. It's on our YouTube page if you want to check it out. It's also on our Instagram as well.
Yep. And if you guys have any questions and stuff about Tdog, the Days of Green, you're always welcome to connect with us on Instagram. You can message us, and we will see that. Other than that, like and subscribe. We will continue putting content out like this. I hope to be doing a little bit more animation stuff for our contents or record. So yeah,
Yeah, and hopefully
that.
next time around we'll have our full
group. I gotta
We'll
get
see. I know 2 of our players also do theater, and they're getting ready for a show. So they're kind of busy right now. But after the beginning of May, we should have a little bit more of a full group, and then we'll have our live sketching happening as well.
And for me, after the 19th and such, I'm an educator full time, but summer break will start, so I'll be more open and less tired after dealing with so many gremlins and monsters.
Yep. So summer should be fun, guys. Summer should be fun.
Summer should be fun.
Maybe we'll even get to play earlier in the day.
Yeah, hopefully.
And that we will need help enduring the summers here.
The long hot summers.
They are legendary.
It's a dry heat.
Only for June, though. All right, anyway, have a good night, guys.
Happy Easter!
Yes,
Yep,
happy
happy
Easter. Have a good one.